The following is a live presentation of News Channel Nebraska Sports. Doane football on News Channel Nebraska and ncnsportsnow.com.
And welcome back into Al Papik Field, the home of the Doane University Tigers. I'm Jay Hanna, standing here with Clayton Anderson as the Tigers are here for their second home contest, taking on the number 22 Dakota Wesleyan. Now I'm standing here again with Clayton Anderson. Now this is the 22nd ranked team in the NAIA. Last season Doane kind of handled Dakota Wesleyan, but this is a much improved team following an opening week loss. They've won their next two games handily. What do you expect to see out of them today?
Well, I expect to see a very competitive football game. Doane, struggled at times last week, but was still able to pull off the win, just being superior against Friend University. But this is going to be a much different game. You can't afford to make the mistakes that they made last week. You got to protect the ball and trust that good defense. Make sure you win the field advantage battle. And I think don't come away with a win. It's going to be a very tough game.
Yeah, Dakota Wesleyan coming down from South Dakota, and a team that is ready to beat these guys. Last year, Doane came out, scored 35 points unanswered to start off the football game, came out, won 61-38 in the football game. But this Dakota Wesleyan team really wants to win this, especially because it's a GPAC home opener.
Yeah, every GPAC game you cannot take for granted, Jay. This conference is very tough for a reason. There's a lot of ranked teams. There's a lot of teams that definitely want to knock Doane and Morningside down. So, there's teams from middle to bottom up that are really going to look to push the top two teams here, especially after Doane's great season last year.
Yeah, and this is a good preview for the GPAC season, where Morningside, the top team, I believe ranked number 5, followed by Doane at number 7, Dakota Wesleyan 22. Also, Hastings is receiving votes as well in the top 25. So it's going to be a great GPAC football season. When we come back after this, I'll be joined by both head coaches. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska. All right, welcome back. I'm standing here with head coach Simple for the Dakota Wesleyan football team. Now, coach, entering this one 2-1 on the year, what have you seen out of your team thus far?
Well, I think we've been a pretty resilient group. Obviously, starting the season out with a loss and a tough loss, but I think our guys bounced back, and we got some experience on the offensive side of the ball, and really counting on those guys to execute how we need them to execute. And defensively, we're trying to gain some experience and get some young guys in a position that they can make plays and play a little bit faster.
And obviously, outside of that Week 1 loss and all season long, your offense has put some points on the board. What's worked so well for you?
Well, I think for us, it's our offensive line. Having 5 returning starters back is a big deal for us, and just the experience that they bring to the table from a communication standpoint and seeing different looks and being able to communicate those things. But also, I think they're pretty good football players, and having your returning quarterback back is a good thing. And so I think just overall, if you look at our games, we got a lot of guys running the football, got a lot of guys catching the football. So it's not dominated by one guy on the offensive side, and that's when you're doing things the right way.
And lastly, Coach, Doane kind of came to your guys' place and took 2 guys last year. Have you guys maybe had this one circled on the calendar?
Well, I think, anytime you play a GPAC game, it's a big game. And then obviously, having the first GPAC game and given the history from last year, it is a big game. And, the thing that we didn't do well last year was just actually play the game, and we let some other things affect us. And obviously, Doane had a lot to do with that, with their abilities and their playmaking abilities that we have. So, and that hasn't changed much for them. I mean, obviously, they're a very good team. And so, for us to be successful, I mean, we got to play football. And hopefully we can do that. And hopefully we do have a good game on our hands.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining me, and good luck today.
You bet. Thank you.
Nuts, peanuts.
All right, Doane Tigers taking on Dakota Wesleyan today here with Coach Franz. And now, Coach, does this game feel maybe a little bit different? GPAC opener, you're entering the matchup undefeated with a tough Dakota Wesleyan team coming in?
It does a little bit, and I don't know what it is, if it's a GPAC opener or these guys are good. The last 2 teams we played were good also, but there's a little energy there that maybe wasn't there a week ago, and again, maybe it's because of that the conference opener.
All right, Coach, well, I'm going to let you go because the national anthem's about to start, but good luck today.
Thank you, Jay.
My husband and I farm north of Blair. We know few things are as important to Nebraskans as land. In fact, many of us who work for TransCanada in Nebraska grew up here. Like me, they're passionate about land, water, and wildlife, the very things we work hard to protect. As an environmental specialist, I'm committed to working together to care for the environment. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. After all, Nebraska is our home too.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kin's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Kin and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Kin's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Kin's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Kin's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
What's your convenience emergency? When you're late for work but need your caffeine? Stop, shop, and roll. Headed to the big game but need ice, drinks, and munchies? Stop, shop, and roll. On your way home but you gotta grab some cold ones? Stop, shop, and roll. No matter what, the solution is Stop and Shop in Crete. Always open so you can get in, out, and on your way. So remember, in case of a convenience emergency, stop, shop, and roll. Stop and Shop, East Highway 33 in Crete. If you need an adult beverage, get to Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. Now, you could go anywhere for something cold, but then you'd be passing up a chance at real variety. At Fisher's, they carry the real party drinks. Flavored UV and Pinnacle Vodka, Captain Morgan's Cannon Blast, Picardo Black Rum, Special Edition Rolling Stones Tour Jose Cuervo Tequila, Serpent Bite, plus kinky cocktails and refreshing varieties like Wicked Mango, Black, Cherry, or Apple. If you want the insight on your new favorite drink, get to Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits, East Highway 33 in Crete. It's all you need to know. Please drink responsibly.
At City Bank and Trust, they know how important the personal touch is. They are built on small-town values, so you won't get the runaround on personal service. When purchasing, building, or refinancing a home, City Bank and Trust offers construction loans and long-term loans. When you can get both from one lender with a simplified and streamlined process, it saves you time and money. With their small-town values, family-owned City Bank and Trust in Lincoln and Crete will give you a quick turnaround on all decisions. Building dreams, building relationships. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to Al Papik Field, home of the Doane University Tigers, as Doane taking on number 22 Dakota Wesleyan. Our coverage of Doane University football brought to you by Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. It's all you need to know, and City Bank and Trust in Crete. So today, the Tigers bring their undefeated record into GPAC play against a tough Dakota Wesleyan football team. But we have some big news that we just learned about. Jack Shadley out of Columbus Lakeview High School, the senior, back to start at quarterback today for the first time this season. And so that's just huge. Their offense has been kind of stagnant all year long, going with either Trev Lovell or Paul Lozano at quarterback, but today Shadley back at the reins at quarterback.
Yeah, and this is, this is what we've been saying has been the offensive problem. This is what we said the offense needs. So we'll see if having Shadley back really makes a difference to that somewhat stagnant offense. We've been seeing the defense playing great all year, and that's a big reason why Doane is 3-0 right now. But we'll see if Shadley's ready. He's ready to come back in. We'll see what it's like the first few drives. Coming off of an injury, it'll be interesting to watch him play, Jeff.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the Doane starting offense as they're getting ready to get called out onto the field. Doane University, like I said, being led by Jack Shadley. Originally, Paul Lozano was the one getting the start today for the Tigers, but Shadley showing his back is healthy enough, and he'll get to take the reins back. Following Shadley will be Najee Mustafa at running back, number 23. Drew Klein back and healthy at number 1 at receiver. Number 80, Hunter Bradley at receiver. Number 5, Jacob Cornelius at receiver. Tight end Ben Barrickman, and then the offensive line, Garrett Clark left tackle, Sam Walker left guard, center Alex Bruner, right guard Cole Bonfield, and right tackle Tanner Webster. And just to look back at that starting offense for Doane, I got to say they may have the best receiving core in the GPAC.
Yeah, when we saw that receiving core be a little quiet against Friends University, and that was something that at least surprised me. And we're going to see if Cornelius and Shadley can get that relationship back that they had last year, as they were really in sync at times when Shadley was healthy, and with Cornelius was healthy. it's been a while
Yeah.
since they've both been healthy is what I'm trying to say. So we'll see how they really work together. But I'm gonna highlight something different. I think with Shadley coming off the back injury, I'm really watching this offensive line to protect him. If you're Doane's offensive line, you should make it a goal. You hardly want Shadley touch this game. Just keep him calm, keep him in the pocket, and try to protect him.
Well, they're going against the Dakota Wesleyan team that enters after a win over top of Jamestown, 49-12 last week. They're 2-1 on the season. Let's take a look at their starting defense, which could be a question mark judging by a few scores of their season. They played some tough competition. They lost at Dakota State in week 1, but are 2-1 on the year. That Dakota Wesleyan starting defense at corner, Brandon Slama, number 20. Other corner, Tyrell Haley, 21. The safeties are Trey DeCrook, Charlie LaRoche, and then linebackers, Trevor London, Austin Vanpool, Tyler Wagner, Colin Helgett, and then the defensive line, Alan Murtick, Kelly Kidweiler, and Zach Clement. That is the starting defense for this Dakota Wesleyan football team that's going to have their hands full if Shadley is back and in rhythm, because Shadley at that is more of a dual threat style quarterback, because you look at Lozano, more of a runner, and Lovell, more of a passer. Shadley kind of takes the best of both worlds there and really is a threat to run the football and throw the ball deep.
Absolutely, but I still think this offense is going to be ran and fueled by the backs today. I think it's going to be really, if Najee Mustafa and company can get going, if they can set the pace early, get 5-6 yards here and there, and really make it easier for Shadley to open up that passing game.
Well, and this Dakota Wesleyan team enters the matchup with a very high-powered offense, and they're looking for revenge because Doane topped Dakota Wesleyan 61, I believe, to 38 last year after Doane came out and scored 35 points right off the bat, and they're going to be looking to put some points on the board to keep up with this Doane. I have a feeling this is going to be a very high-scoring football game.
Well, Doane's defense is going to have to come to play. They've proved their worth, especially last game, only giving up, doing very well job against Friend. And, they've done a good job. They've really kept this team in it and through some very bad situations. So I think if the offense can just do enough, not turn the ball over, and allow their defense to work in good positions, I think they can really counteract against this well-powered Dakota Wesleyan offense.
Well, the Dakota Wesleyan offense is fueled right at the quarterback spot. The 6'1", 220-pound senior Dylan Turner. He'll be wearing number 15. He's the guy that you're going to watch out for if you're the Doane defense. So far this season, after they lost that first game, they've outscored their opponents 109-26. He's completed 73% of his passes for almost 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, and the big thing is 0 interceptions. So Dylan Turner is going to be the guy to watch. We'll talk more about him in a minute, but the rest of the starting lineup is Luke Loudenberg at running back, Tyler Larson at fullback, Lewis Hoffer at receiver, Hayden Adams at receiver, tight end is Tyler Fortuna, and then the offensive line, Trevor Wietzema, Zach Doane at center, Levi Broseboom at right guard, Damon McCleary, and finally at right tackle, Cody Cook. So this is going to be a good football game. I have a big feeling, not like last year. I think that Dakota Wesleyan can really put points on the board, and this secondary for Doane is going to be probably the difference maker in the football game, whether they can make plays.
Yeah, led by Cole Wiseman. We saw him make a big play on that pick six last game, and he hits hard for a corner too. He plays very aggressive, in-your-face type football. You just got to be careful that he doesn't get burned, though, because he does have a tendency to, at times, be over-aggressive. And I'm going to look at him, Jordan Williams, Chayton Crow, and the rest of that secondary to really, they need to have a good game today. They need to be, bend but don't break. They need to keep everything in front of them and make a couple big plays.
Yeah, one quick look at that Doane starting defense. You mentioned Wiseman, Williams, and Crow. They are the secondary to go along with Tariq Mustafa and Seth Majerus at the strong safety spots. Linebacker Bryson Mock, Brett Andrew, and Richard Carter. And then finally the defensive line, Jared Figner, Josh Delgado, and Connor Hughes. And that defensive line has just played such havoc on opponents' offenses so far this season.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been making a lot of pressure, been really getting to the quarterback. And with a quarterback that completes the passes 70% of the time, that's going to be huge, to kind of rush the quarterback, not make him feel comfortable. You do not want Dylan Turner to just have all day, sit back in the pocket, go through his reads, and just pick off players, because when he does that, you're going to be in big-time trouble if you're Doane.
Well, for the second time this year, Doane, a part of the NAIA Game of the Week. They defeated Sterling on the road in Kansas to start off their season in the in the opener for the season. The NAIA Game of the Week. This one as well against number 22 Dakota Wesleyan. We'll see what the Tigers can do against the Tigers. Jay Hanna here with Clayton Anderson live at Al Papik Field as we're ready for kickoff. Dakota Wesleyan will get the ball to start things off out of Mitchell, South Dakota. Kicking things away for Doane is going to be Andres Burgoyne. I should say Connor O'Toole with the kickoff. And it is returnable, catching his own goal line and a nice spin. Good return there from, it looked like number 8, Spencer Neubauer. He gets out to about the 25-yard line, maybe a little further, and that's where they'll start off with the football. So Doane in their home black uniforms, all black, looking sharp, and Dakota Wesleyan looks sharp as well. Their gray uniform, blue letters, white pants. Pretty cool outfits between the two squads. We'll see which one looks good enough on the field to take home the victory. Doane looking to remain undefeated on the season. So out there in the shotgun, Dylan Turner, the starting quarterback. No interceptions to start off his season through 3 contests. Interception to start things off. He is going to take it all the way. Let's see where they mark him. It's a touchdown. Pick 6 to start things off. And what a play. Tariq Mustafa jumped in front of the opening pass, and right as I was just about to talk up Dylan Turner, Mustafa said, no, I'm going to take this all the way for 6.
Unbelievable, Jay, and that's why you can't be quick to say that this is going to be a high-scoring and Dakota Wesleyan is going to dominate this defense, because this defense can make big plays. Tariq Mustafa, a leader, stepped right in front of that pass. They tried to just get a quick out route to start things off, and he read it all the way. And what a great play to take it to the house as Doane's up 7-0.
Yeah, and of course, Stop, Shop, and Roll, Stop and Shop in Crete, Milford, and Lincoln, a big part of our instant replay. Thank you very much to our NCN Sports team for that as well. What a way to start this. First play of the football game, Tariq Mustafa jumps in front of the out route, takes it all the way for a touchdown. Doane now up 7-0 after the extra point. And if you're Dakota Wesleyan, you got to be careful because Doane jumped all over Dakota Wesleyan to start last year's contest on the road. So we'll see how resilient Dylan Turner is, because he hasn't done anything like that so far this season.
Yeah, and it just looked like he was comfortable. He was just trying to get a short 5 to 6 yard pass on the outside. Tariq Mustafa was kind of in that spy mode, read it all the way, jumped in front of it, took it to the house. We'll see how Dylan Turner reacts. Great start for the Doane defense. Couldn't have planned it any better. If you're Coach Bessler, the defensive coordinator, and Coach Franzen, that's exactly what you dream of to start a game.
Yeah, that just shows great game planning. I mean, to do that on the first play of the football game, you have to know exactly what they're going to do. And so that's attributed to the entire coaching staff on that one. And obviously a great play from Tariq Mustafa to start things off. And now we're going to do this all over again. Kickoff back to Dakota Wesleyan, 14-46 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and it was just funny how you're saying that, Jay. You're like, he hasn't made an interception all year. And then the first play takes it back to the house, Tariq Mustafa. What a play.
7-0 Doane. Like I said, 14-46 on the scoreboard here in the first quarter. Doane ready to kick things away. 2 returners back for the Tigers, standing at their own end zone. 7-0 Tigers. And the kick is away. This one will be caught right at the end zone, and actually it's going to go over the returner's head. So Dakota Wesleyan back in similar territory. Will take the touchback and see if they can bounce back after the rough first possession there.
Yeah, and we'll see Dylan Turner jump right back on the field after the pick. See how he reacts to that. See if they can get a drive going, because you really can't afford to have a quick 3-and-out or another turnover here on this drive.
Yeah, Doane obviously going to be very aggressive when you have a 7-0 lead right off the bat. You're aggressive on the first play and force a turnover. You got to think they're going to be aggressive here with the lead, but we'll see how Dylan Turner handles it. He's in the shotgun, 1 back behind him, 2 receivers right, 1 left. First play, going to be a read option, and he's going to give it right up the middle. Luke Lautenberg managed to get maybe 1 yard on the play. So that will set up 2nd down and about 8 after that. Like I said, he is a dual threat quarterback. He's also run for 144 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. This time he's got an empty set, 3 receivers right, 2 left. Motions for a jet sweep. Good coverage on the outside, but a good move, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Tigers, it looks like. made just enough Tigers miss on the offensive side of the ball, and that'll get the first down. That puts the clock 14 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Tigers have the football at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 back. Pistol formation. This is going to be a pass play. He looks to the right side. Good catch right at midfield. They're going to rule that officially a catch. On the outside, making that catch is number 12, Jace Pulse, with the reception. And so moving the sticks for the second time in this drive. Great throw on the outside by Turner.
Yeah, pretty good coverage by Mustafa and Williams on the left side, and that was the only place that Turner could throw it. Good pass.
Loudenberg gets a carry on first down, 5-yard, maybe 6-yard gain to set up second down and short. They're working very fast here. Dakota Wesleyan is trying to get a little bit of momentum back on their side.
That's why they're a high-powered offense, Jay. Just look at how quick they get back to the line and set things up. And, Doane's going to have to watch that because they're going to try to set the pace all game here.
Drop back to pass. Turner looks left, completes his pass. Nice move on the outside, and even better tackle by Cole Wiseman. That's going to be enough for another first down, and all of a sudden they're deep in Doane territory at the 35-yard line. So they'll have the football, 35-yard line, 13 minutes, 20 seconds left. In the shotgun, Turner, pistol set, twin formation. It's going to be a quick pass to the left side, complete, and another good tackle by Wiseman. Completed that to Hayden Adams for the second straight play, about a 5-yard gain. Just kind of picking and popping down the field so far as Dakota Wesleyan.
Yeah, they're really trying to get the ball out of Turner's hands quick. Their pressure can't even get to him because all these routes are designed to really just, a step back and quick pass by Turner, and that's what he's looking for, especially on the outside of the field.
Second down and short, they give it to Loudenberg. And that's going to be, it looks like, a first down, about a 4-yard carry. And so moving the sticks one more time is Dakota Wesleyan down to the 25-yard line. 12 minutes, 40 seconds left. This is the offense we expected to see out of the Tigers after that first play turnover. 3 receivers to his right, 1 left. Drop back to pass. Looks left, throws in the middle of the field. It's going to be caught. Good coverage from Wiseman. But again, it's complete. But the ball, I thought the ball came out, but instead it's going to be about a 13-yard completion to Adams. It's been his main target so far for Turner. Wiseman's been in great position so far. You expect to see him maybe be a little more aggressive and jump one of these routes here soon. Turner in the shotgun. This will be a run to Loudenberg. He's going nowhere with that one. Gets down to maybe the 10 for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, and it's just tough when you're facing an offense like that really gets back to the line in a hurry. Is really energetic. Really, it doesn't even allow you a chance to really get fully set up on defense.
11 minutes, 58 seconds left. This will be a run. Loudenberg up the middle. Makes a man miss. Pushing forward down to the 5. It's going to be just short of that first down. Looks like he's officially marked down at the 6. It's going to be 3rd down and short coming up for the Tigers. Loudenberg not the biggest guy on the field. 5'6", 160. A sophomore running back, but he is pushing around that Doane defense a little bit, starting things off. Next play. This will be a read option. Quarterback going to keep it. Turner turns. That's going to be a touchdown for Dakota Wesleyan. And we're all tied up at 7. They made a quick work on that drive, but there is a flag down on the field in the general vicinity of holding. Thank you very much to Stop and Shop for our great instant replay. As you can see, the read option, he had nowhere to go, or he was untouched, I should say. Got in the end zone easily, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see. It looked like potentially a holding call, and that is exactly what the call is. So that'll push Dakota Wesleyan back, and that'll set up 3rd down and kind of long here for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's a shame for Dakota Wesleyan because that was a great play design. The read option was disguised very well. The whole defense thought that the running back had the ball, and Turner just ran it right through the open hole. So after that holding call, Doane's got a really good opportunity to at least hold Dakota Wesleyan to a field goal.
Turner in the shotgun, trips left, 3rd down and 9 at the 12. He looks left. Good pressure from Doane. He steps up in the pocket, thinking about keeping it, will throw it to the end zone. That's going to be caught for a touchdown. Dakota Wesleyan answers right back. Great pocket awareness from Dylan Turner for the touchdown.
Wow, that's tough to stop. Turner was all over the pocket, eventually steps up, makes a throw on the run, and puts it the only place where his receiver could catch it for a touchdown. Great play by Turner, and that's why he has those numbers that he had going in that we talked about.
Yeah, I believe that was Lewis Hofer, the senior, with the touchdown catch. Just a perfect route run to come back to the quarterback there in the end zone as well, because it's pretty good coverage. That was all based on Turner breaking free for the touchdown. But that makes the score 7-7 with 10:58 to go here in the first quarter. And so we're on pace for potentially a high-scoring football game. But so it was officially a 17-yard touchdown pass. On that drive, Turner finished 5 for 5 for 58 yards and a touchdown following the interception.
Well, that's one way to answer a pick six to the first drive. Comes back and just is completely in control and just has complete control of the offense, makes 5 passes, just marches his team up the field. Great job by Turner, and Doane's defense needs to get together, kind of talk about what they saw on that drive and adjust the next time that Turner comes out on the field.
Yeah, a good 75-yard drive on 11 plays for the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. 3 minutes, 48 seconds taken off the clock. Well, we're going to see the Doane offense for the first time. We're going to see Jack Shadley for the first time all season. Back to return Drew Klein and Cameron Vitosh back there. Vitosh, one of the new guys that we've seen return so far this season, has done a pretty good job back there.
Good to see Drew Klein back as well, as he was not playing last week, had a little bit of an ankle sprain, and Coach Frains decided to give him the week off, but it's good to see him back there. Hopefully he'll have an impact on this game, as he can be a big-time impact for the Tigers.
Yeah, and also having Garrett Sondrup really helps this Tiger offense down the stretch, as he got to play a little bit last week. Here comes the kickoff, and it's going to be kicked deep, right about the 10-yard lines where Vitosh will catch it. Heads towards the middle of the field, trying to make somebody miss. Breaks free. The ball's out. Dakota Wesleyan right there. The ball's still loose, and it looks like it's going to be Dakota Wesleyan football. But let's see what the official ruling is. They think they have it, and they do. It is going to be Dakota Wesleyan football at the 24-yard line. That's a big blow. We still have not seen the Doane offense out there yet.
Big-time hit there to jar the football, but this is exactly what we're talking about. The defense continuing to being put in bad positions, as we see a replay here thanks to Stop and Shop on the hit. Just a big hit, and Vitosh loses the ball, but the defense cannot continue to be put in these type of situations, especially against a legitimate offense like the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. This defense is good, but when they're starting on the 30-yard line, there's not a lot you can do, Jay.
10:47 on the clock. Dakota Wesleyan with the ball for the third time. Drop back to pass. Play action fake. Looks to the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught despite contact down there, but from Jordan Williams. And that's going to be a completion down to the 1-yard line. Great concentration on the left side of the field.
Yeah, and Hayden Adams has had one heck of a game, and we have just started. He's been the primary target. He's a very, very physical receiver. He stays very focused, showed great hands as they'll line it up on the 1-yard line here.
In the gun, Turner. Read option. He'll keep it on the left side. That's going to be a touchdown, Dakota Wesleyan. And all of a sudden, they're up 14-7 after their start to the game looked like a disaster. They take the lead.
Yeah, and it's tough when there's been 3 touchdowns and Doane's offense has not even been on the field, as you said, Jay. Really need to protect the football in special teams there. That was a tough blow. You cannot have that if you want to win GPAC games against tough opponents for the Doane Tigers. And we'll see if they can get their offense on the field and just get something going, hopefully even get their offense on the field.
Extra point on the way. It's 13-7 Dakota Wesleyan. The kick is up, and the kick is going to be no good. It looked like it might have been blocked, so that will keep the score 13-7. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
With the new name comes a new commitment to health. I'm Chad Juergens, CEO at Jefferson Community Health and Life in Fairbury. Our commitment to your health goes beyond the walls of our buildings. We're expanding our reach into the community, allowing us to have a deeper impact on your life. Keeping you healthy from birth to the golden years is our goal. It's quality care you can trust for a lifetime. Jefferson Community Health and Life, Fairbury. See our commitment to health at jchealthandlife.org.
Welcome back to Crete. Doane University trailing Dakota Wesleyan 14-7. We're not even 5 minutes into the game. Maybe getting the football for the first time here, as it looks like Vitosh has been taken out of the return unit. Vitosh, the sophomore, fumbled it the last time, leading to a 2-play touchdown drive for Dakota Wesleyan.
Yeah, that's going to be Wiseman and Klein deep back to return the kick. So you got two senior veterans now back there on the return crew. Tough break for Vitosh, but you can't be having those mistakes in a game like this. And Dakota Wesleyan, a very good team, is going to take advantage of that.
So they will kick things away. Like you said, Wiseman back there along with Klein. Klein will be the one returning it. He catches it at the 10. Goes down the middle of the field, breaking a few tackles. Good run, crossing the 30 out to the 31-yard line. That's one thing Klein is good about, is running the football hard, and he really does not fumble the football. I think that Coach Franzen just wanted to go with the sure thing back there. I'm sure Vitosh will get another shot at it. I don't think he wants to have Wiseman back there returning every time, but that's a tough break for Doane early. 10:25 on the clock, and coming on the field for the first time this season, Jack Shadley, number 10, the quarterback in there out of Columbus Lakeview High School. His first play will be a read option give to Tariq Mustafa. He pushes forward for a gain of about 3. And the one thing that Shadley really truly gives on their offense is just kind of that threat to run. And the threat, obviously, to be accurate throwing the football. So that opens that read option play up a lot.
Yeah, very electric athlete. You got to respect that. Not only in the run, but if the pocket collapses, he can scramble as well and make a play.
That's going to be a little shovel pass to Drew Klein. Coming around on the jet sweep. He gets wide, trips up right at the 45, and falls out of bounds. That's officially a pass. It's as easy of a pass as Shadley's going to make. That's a play of about 10 yards and the first down right near midfield.
I love that play call, Jay. Get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It's nothing complicated, but get your hands, the ball in the hands of Klein with space, and you can see what he did there. Great play call and an easy first down for Doane.
13-7 Dakota Wesleyan. Catching it and running the ball up the middle. Jack Shadley with a good run on first down for 8 yards, showing that burst of speed. Gets up without a hobble, so that's a big plus on the first play.
And that's exactly what you're talking about, Jay. Just look at how athletic Shadley is, even coming off the injury. For the QB draw, goes right at the middle, picks up 8 yards. Good job by Shadley.
Shadley in the hurry up here. Got one back to his side. Got to give it to Mustafa, who pushes forward. That'll be a first down or more. Another gain of 5. Both offenses looking really good early, really in sync, and keeping the defense guessing, that's for sure. A few subs coming out. Klein will come off the field. A little bit of confusion. It looks like Jackson Love out there in the backfield with Mustafa. Cornelia split left. And Jacob Beller in the slot. This will be a run to Love, who gets hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle, bursts of speed, hurdle, 30, 20, tackles at the 16-yard line. Jackson Love showing a burst of speed, the big back with a hurdle as well. What a play.
And for a big physical back, he can move there. Showed some athleticism with the hurdle. And I like the way this Doane offense is moving. You don't have to pass the ball 60 yards up the field to be effective. They're just burning it on the ground, giving them different looks. And I love this new look offense with Shadley back there returning for the Tigers.
Next play, Mustafa gets on the left side. Another big run. Gets out past the 10, down to the 6. That's going to be close to a first down. Looks like they're going to move the sticks, and so it's going to be first down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Jay, and I say if they can't stop it, don't change it. Keep running the ball until they force you to pass. It's just like a pitcher with a good fastball. You don't want to let him have a chance on this breaking balls, and just keep running the ball up the field just like that.
That time Mustafa was hitting the backfield, going nowhere, maybe a yard gain on the play, but Doane working fast as well. And I think maybe my prediction of a really high-scoring football game might be understated the way this is going. We could have 4 scores, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Well, both offenses work super fast, Jay. There hasn't been a huddle all game. They get back up to the line and they go, and it's been effective so far for both teams.
Shadley in the pistol set. This time going to give it. Going down the right side, pushing free for a touchdown for the Tigers. Kyle Jensen added on to his touchdown total for the season. And with an extra point, Doane can be back out on front.
Great run by Kyle Jensen. Even better blocking to pave a hole for him as he scampered into the end zone untouched. Great drive for Doane without even passing the ball besides the shovel pass.
Stop and shop instant replay here. The right side was blocked so well on that. Jensen did not even get touched till he got near the goal line, and the running game looked very, very good on that drive.
Just like I said, the only pass was that shovel pass. And if Dakota Wesleyan can't stop it, keep it coming for Doane. Keep them going.
Extra point is going to be up and good by Andres Burgoyne, and with one possession in the books for the Doane offense, they lead at 14-13.
Yep, and like I said, you got 3 to 4 backs that show that they can be dangerous, and that is very crucial for Doane because you can just keep them fresh, keep them coming in, and continue to give this Dakota Wesleyan defense different looks.
So the Kyle Jensen touchdown puts Doane on the board, 14-13. And a great drive on the play, on the drive, 8 plays for 68 yards, 2 minutes, 55 seconds. So we've had 2 offensive drives, 3 if you count the fumble on the return, under 4 minutes. And these 2 offenses are looking to move the ball and move the ball fast. And they're looking good right now.
And now it's the defensive turn if you're Doane. You got a good look at the offense ran by Dylan Turner. Now you can try to see if you can stop it. Maybe adjust some things, tweak some things, and try to get a good stop and give this offense another chance to expand the lead.
Doane set to kick things away. Pretty good kickoff so far from the Tigers. Back return, Spencer Neubauer and Luke Loudenberg. It's going to be Neubauer that gets the return out to the 10. And he'll be hit early, but breaks the tackle, gets loose. Jordan Williams going to have to bring him down right at about the 26-yard line. Good return from Dakota Wesleyan. Really good coverage from the Tigers. Just couldn't make a play.
Yeah, and good job to create, but for the Tigers, all that kind of looked really good. It looked like a big-time return, but they're still coming out on the 27-yard line. Great tackle by Jordan Williams after some things kind of broke down. And let's see if this defense can get some pressure on Turner and get him out of his comfort zone.
He's in the pistol set. He's got 2 receivers right. It's going to be a read option play. He'll give it right to the middle. Loudenberg, burst of speed, 40. Wiseman just gets him by the ankle and makes a play at the 40-yard line. Heck of a run from Loudenberg. And all of a sudden, they're back in Doane territory.
Great play. That read option is just, especially with a guy like Turner who showed that he can run, is going to be so tough for Doane to stop because you also got to respect the arm of Turner, the feet of Turner, and they've got good running backs with Londenberger.
Deep pass down the left side, one-handed catch, touchdown Dakota Wesleyan. Wow. And that is a humongous shift of momentum towards Dakota Wesleyan. When you see a play like that, let's look at the Stop and Shop instant replay. Gets his left arm out there to make the catch for the touchdown, and the Tigers back out on front after 2 plays.
What a pass by Turner. Threw it in the absolute perfect spot. Honestly, very good coverage by Wiseman. I'm sure he's got to be getting frustrated because he was right there in the grill and the one-handed catch, perfect pass, and that's just one where if you're the Doane defense, you almost just have to just accept the fact that that was just a great play.
Yeah, and of course it was Hayden Adams who is just lighting up the stats here in the first quarter. 5 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown. Dakota Wesleyan out on top, 20-14. There's a little bit of a scrum on that extra point. The refs had to break it up, so a little bit of bad blood so far in this one. But Dakota Wesleyan, every bit as advertised. We are just over halfway through the first quarter, and it's 20-14 Tigers.
Crazy, and it's going to be, we saw the pick 6 from Doane, but it's going to become what defense can stop each other first. Both teams have had 1 turnover with the fumble on the kickoff return for Doane and the pick 6 for Dakota Wesleyan. So now it should be a battle of defense. Who can get stops? As we saw Dakota Wesleyan score, now it's Doane's turn to get their offense back on the field.
So Doane will have the return. Cole Wiseman, Drew Klein back there again. Standing at their own 10-yard line. Dakota Wesleyan offense looking very much in sync so far. 181 total yards, 118 through the air. After that pick 6, they've been pretty much perfect. And actually, Dylan Turner has been 7 for 7, 118 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ready to kick things away. And it will be kicked right near the 10-yard line. Actually coming up to the 20 is Cole Wiseman to make the return. The 30 goes down the sidelines, gets out to the 35, and that's where it'll be tackled right near the 36, maybe 37-yard line. Really good field position for the Tigers to start off this drive.
Yeah, good field position, and we'll see if that running attack can continue to be as dangerous as it was on that first drive for Doane. And we'll see if Dakota Wesleyan made some adjustments while they were off the field as Shadley and company comes back on the field.
6 minutes, 58 seconds on the clock. Doane down 20-14. 3 receivers to his right for Shadley. This is going to be a run up the middle. Jensen gets hit, and he'll be brought down right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard gain. Nowhere to go on that play for the run game. And there is plenty of drawing back and forth. You can see the defensive and offensive lines kind of going at each other a little bit. That's going to be the difference in this one, is who's going to be tougher up front and really get the separation they need to get some of these receivers and backs open. Shadley takes a snap, his first official pass, goes to the right side of the field. It is caught. Bradley going down the sidelines. He breaks free, and he's hit and brought down at about the 37-yard line. He wants a horse collar call. He's not going to get it. But a good play call and nice easy passes here. We have a shovel pass and a little bubble option there so far for Jack Shadley.
And that was a very good job at disguising that play for Shadley. He didn't look at Bradley the whole way. He kind of stepped back and then finally took his check to him, and that was a great play design for Doane and good execution.
Shadley got to give this one to Jensen, going down the middle, across the 35, and he'll be pushed back after about a 6-yard gain. And it seems like Doane really getting a push up front because their backs really aren't getting hit, and outside of maybe 2 runs so far, they're really getting a push 5-6 yards each play.
Yeah, and Jensen's one of those guys that if he can get some open space, super athletic and fast, if he gets open space, he can be very dangerous.
Shadley in the hurry up, takes a snap. This one will go back to Jensen as well. Goes down the left side, 30, 25, and falls forward to the 24-yard line. Another Doane first down, but there is a flag down on the field, and that's more than likely going to be holding on an outside run like that. Just a reminder, our game being brought to you by Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. It's all you need to know, and City Bank and Trust in Crete. Both offenses dominating this football game so far. Doane now up near 100 yards of total offense in the football game. Almost 10 minutes into the first quarter. It will be a penalty on Doane, so it will be second down yet again. This will push him back a little ways. 20-14, Dakota Wesleyan out of Mitchell, South Dakota, out on top, looking for a revenge. Doane beat them by nearly 30 points last year on their home turf. It's going to be second down and 15 at the 43-yard line. Shadley, 3 receivers right. Jensen to his right. This is going to be a pass. Roll out right. He's looking right. He's going to go deep with it. He's got Klein, and it's going to be caught right near the 16-yard line. Klein had a few steps, and that would have been led a little bit more. It might have been a touchdown.
Well, and great job by Klein to adjust to the little bit of an underthrown pass by Shadley. And that's exactly what we were talking about, how it's big having him back, because he is very athletic, very gamey player, plays very physical. Great job by Klein to go up and get that ball.
This is going to be another shovel pass to Klein going down the left side. He's got room. 5. Touchdown, Drew Klein from 16 yards out. Doane ties up the football game at 20. And for the second time, they get a big gain on that little shovel pass.
I love the way this offense is going. I like that getting Shadley rolled out on that pass to Klein too, because getting him just kind of out of his pocket, getting a different look, and he really opened up. Great pass, and then the quick sweep to Klein as well. You getting the ball in your playmaker's hands. Great play there by Klein.
Yeah, Jack Shadley getting the ball to Drew Klein there. Thank you to Stop and Shop for our instant replays. This extra point pending could make the score 21-20 Doane, Burgoyne. The snap's down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-20, Doane out on top. 5:25 left to go in the first quarter. We'll go ahead and keep things right here So far, these two offenses have just driven right down each other's throat. Jack Shadley's 16-yard touchdown pass, he's 4 for 4 for 77 yards and a touchdown now.
Yeah, great job by Shadley. Even when he's not throwing the ball, he's doing a good job of getting the team to the line, getting the play going, and really leading things as this offense just looks to be way more in sync with him at the helm at quarterback.
And one thing Coach Franzen in this offense really does well is balances out the running backs. We were worried about how they would replace Nate Meyer, Najee Mustafa, Jackson Love, Kyle Jensen, all getting significant carries for this offense. Garrett Sondrup when he's healthy, Drew Klein when he's healthy. They just have so many playmakers on that offense.
Yeah, you kind of go away from the one guy, the it guy, and then you turn into kind of a everyone's involved. There's different people getting carries and different people contributing, and that's, they're picking up one guy with Nate Meyer with essentially 4 or 5 guys, and it's looking to be just as efficient for Doane.
So Doane will kick it away to Dakota Wesleyan. Again, 21-20, 5:25 left in the first. We could see some scoring records be broke if it stays like this. The kick is away, and it is a deep ball into the end zone. This will be returnable, though, for number 8, Spencer Neugebauer. He goes out, crossing the 30, or I should say crossing the 20 out to about the 24-yard line. That's where they will set up shop. And Dylan Turner has been as great as advertised so far. He throws a pick 6 on the first play. What does he do after that? Throws 2 touchdown passes and doesn't throw an incompletion.
Yeah, and that secondary has been really put through it in this one. And I don't think they've ever gotten once burnt very badly. It's just been Turner putting the ball exactly where it needs to be. And we'll see how the secondary fares here in this drive.
First play is going to be a run. This is right up the middle. A lot of room going down the right side. A lot of speed for this Westland offense. Luke Loudenberg with that run. He gets clear out near midfield. And that's going to be about a 24-yard carry on first play of the drive.
And you were talking about Loudenberg not being an extremely big guy, but he is a very fast and smart runner as he waited for the hole to develop and then just carved it up the field with his speed and didn't even have to worry about getting touched.
Drop back to pass. Good pressure from Figner, but breaking free is Turner. Turner runs out for about a 6-yard gain, and he's just so elusive in that pocket. We've seen Doane collapse it a couple of times, but with his feet, he's found open receivers and he's found open running space.
I still like that pressure. I think eventually you're going to get to him if you keep having that pressure. But, Turner, he's a gamey guy. He's looking really good here, minus that pick 6.
This is going to be a run for Loudenberg. Just that burst of speed right when he touches the football out to about the 38-yard line of the Doane Tigers. Gives them a first down and more. We're under 5 minutes to go. Dakota Wesleyan back in Doane territory. This time Turner will be back in the pistol. He's got Loudenberg sitting right behind him. 2 receivers to his left. Another run for Loudenberg on the read option that time. This time Loudenberg falls forward for a gain of 6. But just seems like Doane just cannot quite get to him at the line of scrimmage, and that burst of speed just kind of separates him from that front 7.
Yeah, Loudenberg's doing a great job because not only do you have to worry about Turner and his arm and his legs, but then if you hand it off to Loudenberg, he's getting 5-6 yards consistently.
Drop back to pass is Turner. Good pressure again from Doane. This one thrown to the right side, complete. That's going to be another first down out near the 25-yard line. Good throw towards the sidelines for Dakota Wesleyan. That one completed to Jace Pulse, who's made a couple catches in the first quarter. So they have the football at the 22. Just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Looking for their 4th score here in the opening period. Taking the snap, looks left, throws in the middle of the field. That one will be dropped, though. Good throw. That was thrown in a tight window. Now set up second down. His first incompletion since the opening pick 6.
This is where you hope to see that Doane bend but don't break defense. You're okay with giving up a field goal here, especially with how higher-powered of an offense Dak West has showed so far in this game.
This is going to be a run play. They give it up the middle to Loudenberg. He breaks free, juking and jiving all the way down to near the 5-yard line until Cole Weisman makes another ankle tackle. Weisman racking up the tackles early here, but they've had to be way downfield. He's been kind of the savior after Loudenberg's been getting 20, 30-yard carries.
It's amazing that there's still 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter, Jay.
This one will be another give to Loudenberg. This time he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, trips up, and falls forward down to the 5. Really good carry because he had nowhere to go, and an even better tackle there by number 12, Bryson Mock, to save a touchdown. Dakota Wesleyan now has about 255 yards of total offense here in the first quarter. This is going to be a run play up the middle, down near the 1. Loudenberg stopped just shy.
It's a big third down for Doane defense right here.
Go ahead.
It's going to be interesting just what they come up with, whether they'll be blitzing or, just trying to pressure with their front guys and sit back in the zone and try to get a coverage sack. But we'll see if Turner decides to run it or if he's going to pass it here.
He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 back in the backfield. This is going to be a play-action fake. He looks right, throws right, tight window, and that's going to be well high and out of bounds. So that'll set up 4th and goal. Dakota Wesleyan looks like they're going to kick this one from about the 4-yard line. So a big stand there from Doane, very similar to the Hastings game last year where they got a stop right at the goal line to end the first half. And you just need a momentum shift somewhere on that defense because they've been unable to stop the Tigers so far.
And the way this game's been going, you've got to chalk that up as a win for Doane defense. The way Dakota Wesleyan has been driving up the field and the way that both teams have been scoring with ease, to get a stop and force Dakota Wesleyan to have a field goal try is a big win there.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Dakota Wesleyan jumps on top 23-21 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the quarter. That missed extra point proved to be big, though. That's only a 2-point lead, so Doane could potentially take the lead with a field goal. That's one thing. Doane's really got a good special teams unit in Andres Burgoyne. If they ever have to come down to the wire, he was named Special Teams Player of the Week last year when they traveled deep into William Jewell, I believe Missouri. But so far, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Let's take a look at some of these stats. 255 yards of offense for Dakota Wesleyan, 141 for Doane. I mean, that makes nearly 400 yards of offense between these two teams going in to not even the second quarter yet.
Yeah, and it's just been crazy. It's just so fast-paced, and it's just what's amazed me is how fast they can get up to the line after every play. And that's just where, if you're a defense, you have to be saying, what can I do here to stop these guys? I can't even get set, and they're already starting to play.
I mean, the stats are nearly identical. 9.8 yards per play for Dakota Wesleyan, 10.8 for Doane. That's a first down every play, basically, for these two football teams. They will kick it deep. Cole Wiseman, Drew Klein stand at their own 10. Wiseman set them up at good field position the last possession. Kick is deep. Wiseman will catch it at the 10. Crossing the 20. Out to the 30. He's got room. And he'll be stopped right at about the 38-yard line yet again. Wiseman just so good at these returns. Really gives them a lot of momentum. It looks like he was tackled by Charlie LaRoche, the senior. But Doane nearing midfield with 2:04 left to go. They've had the football for 4 minutes and 34 seconds and have 21 points. So you never know what could happen here at the end of the first.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, not the first half. If you're looking at the score, you might think that it's the first half. But if you're just tuning in here on News Channel Nebraska, it's been one heck of a shootout so far.
This is going to be a run play for Mustafa. He's hitting the backfield, falls forward, maybe 2, maybe 3 yards on the play on first down. That'll set up second down about 7, under 2 minutes to play now in the first. Doane trailing 21-23. The number 7 team in the country in NAIA hosting the number 22 team in the NAIA game of the week. Second down and 7. Split backfield. 2 receivers to his right. Chadley going to give this one to Sondra. For the first time we've seen him, he'll be hit right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard gain on the play. That'll set up third down and long for the Tigers.
Yeah, and I think Shadley's going to have to pass it here. I mean, the run offense has been good, but Dakota Wesleyan is starting to kind of read it a little bit better and get some better pressure on this offensive line at Doane. And we'll see what Coach Dunn, the offensive coordinator, draws up here for Shadley as he goes right back and gives the call to his line.
I like the idea of getting Shadley outside with a run-pass option here. He's got trips to his left side. one receiver right. It's going to be a play-action fake throw to the middle of the field, wide open, and breaking free across the 40 to the 30. He could go all the way, and he will score. Touchdown, Jacob Beller out of North Fork, Nebraska. That's going to be a 56-yard touchdown with 44 seconds left. Shadley with the second touchdown of the football game and hasn't thrown an incompletion.
And you called it, Jay. They fake the read option. He sees Beller right in the middle of the field. Not a hard pass at all, just flips it to him, and Beller does a good job of breaking a tackle and taking it to the house. And this offense just looks like a completely different offense than we saw a week ago.
We still have 44 seconds left in the first quarter. 27-23 Doane. Hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-23 Doane. And this is exactly what Doane did to Dakota Wesleyan in the first quarter last year, except Dakota Wesleyan putting some points on the board. The Stop and Shop instant replay here. Just a perfect play call because Beller had nobody within 15 yards of him, and he just showed that speed going down to the middle of the field. The 6', 193-pound junior taking it 56 yards to the house.
This offense is just in much better rhythm with Shadley back there. It gives a whole completely different element that you were talking about, Jay. With Shadley can threat to run, the defense is focused on one more element, and that's what he did. He faked the read option, and then here he does, passes it right to Beller in a good play call, even better execution.
I mean, 455.4 quarterback rating for Jack Shadley in his first quarterback. And then you take a look at Dylan Turner, 8 for 11, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Both of these two quarterbacks have just been electric here in the first quarter.
And I know Shadley had the back injury, but I'm sure his back's a little sore from the stats he has here, Jay. 5 for 5, 2 TD passes, and like you said, 455.4 rating. Just ridiculous.
And it's not like the running game's not working either. They're averaging 6.3 yards a carry with 11 carries between 5 different backs. So, I mean, the offense is working for Doane. They just got to find a way to get stops. They were lucky to hold Dakota Wesleyan to a field goal last possession. You got to think we're going to see a punt at some point in this football game.
Well, and like I said, Jay, coming from an offense that looked like they could do no good last week, and now we have an offense that is leading the game looking like they could do no wrong with Shadley back.
The kick is away, and it will be returnable for Dakota Wesleyan. Good return down the outside. He's got room, and he'll be pushed out of bounds near the 40. Good return from Cameron Sorg, the 6'1", 155-pound freshman with the carry.
Yeah, and Bryce Cooney, the kicker who kicks the kickoffs, was forced to make a pretty athletic tackle there to push him out of bounds, or that could have got real bad.
So we'll see. There's 36 seconds on the clock. We've seen Dakota Wesleyan score that fast.
And once again, the first quarter, not the first half, as this game just seems like it is moving ridiculously fast as far as scoring's going.
Looking right, Turner throws, and good coverage from Jordan Williams on the outside, but it still will be completed as he hits his intended target. That is number 12, Jace Pulse, with another catch. That's his third catch of the ball game. In the pistol, 3 receivers to his left, second down and 3, 15 seconds on the clock. This will be a bubble screen to the outside. And good tackle on the outside from Mustafa. And that's going to set up third down and short to end the first quarter. Plenty of fireworks here at Doane University. 28-23 Tigers on top of Tigers, but it looks like there's a stoppage. I don't know if he was ruled out of bounds there, but now the clock has officially run out at the end of the first quarter. 28-23 Doane, number 7, on top of the number 22 Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. We'll go ahead and take time out. This is Tiger Football on News Channel Nebraska.
Claybaugh Pharmacy provides you with all the pharmacy options a person would need. As a full-service pharmacy, we give you all the traditional options, but also have the modern technology to maintain your profiles. Maybe you're busy. Head to claybaughpharmacy.com. Click on Online Refills to get your prescriptions filled from the convenience of your home. Claybaugh Pharmacy and Gift Shop. your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
The focus is on you. At Lewiston Consolidated Schools, kids are able to take part in all kinds of activities. The class sizes are small, and that gives kids individualized attention by their teachers who are able to take the time to help their students beyond expectations. That also allows students to take part in specialized projects, which gives them chances to gain opportunities past high school.
By being in a small school, I had more of an opportunity to stand out. Not many people have the same abilities as everyone else. There's more of a diverse section.
Lewiston's small, and it's what strengthens them. You feel it when you walk the halls. It's pride. It's unity.
I got to get real attention for my art and really want to pursue it. And I also got a good connection with teachers. And that's kind of why I want to be an art teacher myself.
For more information about the school, give the office a call or check the website to learn more. That's Lewiston Consolidated Schools, a small setting providing a world of opportunity.
And welcome back to Crete here. An actual punt on the way after a 3rd down and short stop will give an opportunity for Cole Wiseman to dive on the football at the 10-yard line. Scary situation there. The punt was nearly blocked, but the Doane defense stands tall with an opportunity to extend their lead to start off the second quarter.
Yeah, great job to get a stop for Doane. 3rd and short, they tried to run it, and Doane defense was having none of it as their front line got a good push there. And what a quarter, Jay, as we saw, you get 264 yards of total offense for Dakota Wesleyan, 202 for Doane, as both offenses have been. That's the first punt we've seen, and it's just been marching up the field.
First play of the second quarter for the Tigers. Shadley going to give this one to Mustafa down the left side, pushing forward out near the 15. Looks like about a 4-yard gain. And yeah, right now we're at 465 yards of offense in the first quarter. We're close to 2,000 yards for the football game between these two teams on pace for.
Yeah, and what I'd like to maybe see here is we've seen Doane just run it. It's been very good. But I think there's an opportunity for Shadley in the play action to really take a shot at a deep ball here soon.
2nd down and 6. Shadley in the shotgun. He's going to give this one up the middle. Jensen making a man miss, but there is a flag that comes down after about a 3-yard carry. We'll see what the call is from the officials. 28-23, Doane out on top, deep in their own territory. And really, this is the worst field position that Doane's had so far in the football game. As the call coming, and it's going to officially be a holding call against Doane, and that's going to push him back and replay 2nd down. Probably have the football right near about the 7 or 6 yard line. 13:36 on the clock. Doane has not punted the football yet. Dakota Wesleyan just punted for the first time. 28-23 score. You probably think, hey, closing in on the fourth quarter, close to the end of the football game. We just got started with the second. NAIA football game of the week, fireworks galore. Jack Shadley in the shotgun would get a stoppage in play, and they had to reset the play clock. That was what the call was. 2 receivers to his right, along with Ben Barrickman in at tight end. Cornelius split left. We haven't seen Jack Shadley play with Jacob Cornelius. Last year, Cornelius out all year with an injury. This is going to be a run play for Jensen. Breaks a tackle, out across the 10, past the original line of scrimmage, back to the 14. So we're pretty much right where we were at before the holding call. 3rd down and about 5. They have the ball at the 14-yard line. It's like 3rd down and 6 officially. Shadley in the gun. 2 receivers to his left. It's going to be a read option give to Jensen, and he gets nowhere, maybe a half a yard, and they're going to punt the football. So very conservative there from the Doane Tigers, but they will punt things away. 4th down and about 5. Out to punt, Connor O'Toole.
And I think we're going to see that. I think as this game goes on, the offenses are not going to be able to keep up on the pace they did in the first quarter. The defenses are going to adjust. Good job by Dakota Wesleyan to get that stop, as Doane was forced way back deep into their own end zone, and O'Toole's going to be backed in all the way to the goal line.
The snap is good. The kick is away. This one, a good punt from Connor O'Toole, and it will be caught right at midfield Good fair catch there from Dakota Wesleyan. So really good field position for the Tigers. 12-13 to go here in the second quarter. Doane entering the matchup undefeated, defeating Friends University and Sterling College in their first couple games. Dakota Wesleyan losing their first contest at Dakota State and winning their last 2 games, including against Jamestown 49-12 last week. Back out on the field, Turner for this high-powered Dakota Wesleyan offense. This will be a run play on first down. Pretty good carry out to about the 47, maybe a 3-yard gain as we see number 2 on the carry. That is Xavier Armijo with the carry. His first carry of the football game.
Yeah, we saw a great stop by Doane in the last drive. Now they're pushed back a little bit on their own side as Turner looks to get things going for the Tigers.
Looks left. The ball's tipped in the air by Wiseman. Coming up and nearly getting the interception is Seth Majerus. Great use of the tip drill there. Great play from Cole Wiseman. And Majerus, actually really, really good defense from the receiver on the outside of Dakota Wesleyan.
Yeah, good job by Wiseman. He's just one of those guys that just always seems to be around the footballs. We're going to see a stop and shop instant replay right here on that last almost interception. Could have been a huge play for the Tigers.
Third down and long coming up, and the ball will be completed. No, the ball officially dropped as he was looking for his intended target on the play. Fourth down coming up, and another forced punt from the Doane Tigers. Back-to-back forced punts, that is. Yeah, it looked like Turner was trying to hit Jace Pulse on that one. He hit him in the hands, but a good hit on the outside from that Doane defense.
Yeah, A.J. Allen, I believe, came up with the hit. 6-foot-tall junior from Crete, Nebraska, came up and made a good play. Good coverage by Doane as they'll get the ball back. We're starting to see the offense leak oil a little bit after a great start from both teams.
Fair catch called and made by Trent Geary right near the 15-yard line, maybe about the 16-yard line. That's where Doane will take over with the football. We saw 3 plays and a punt from Doane last possession. After there were 0 punts in the first quarter, we've seen 3 in the second.
And like I said last drive, I still think this is a big-time opportunity for Shadley to air one out, whether it'll be to Bradley, Cornelius, or Klein in the slot as they line up with the trips on the left and Bradley, their own receiver, on the right, as Shadley is in the shotgun with, I believe, Jensen to his right.
First play of this drive will be a completed pass. Cornelius, he shows his speed going down the sidelines, trying to make a man miss, but he'll be brought down right at the 45. That was very close to a horse collar the second time. I think it was all jersey, though, and Cornelius brought down after a big gain. Those little quick screen plays on the outside have worked so far for Doane.
Yeah, that has been a very effective thing that we did not see so effective last week. They tried to run a lot of those bubble screens last week against Friends, and it just wasn't executed like it was here.
The third time they've run the shovel pass to Drew Klein, and the third time he's gotten at least the first down with it. Good run from Drew Klein. He's got to be careful. Didn't tuck away the football very well there, but he does get a 13-yard catch and run on first down.
He's hard to knock down. It seems like every time he gets the ball, the first time made contact, he is not going down. He's going to at least break through 1 tackle, maybe 2, as he does a good job to drive that ball up 3 to 4 extra yards to get the first down. And here, Doane offense, after the last drive struggling a little bit, is back to moving it here.
First down and 10 for the Tigers inside Dakota Wesleyan territory. This is going to be a run for Garrett Sondrup, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. This will be a loss for the Tigers. Maybe a 1-yard loss for Sondrup. His second carry hasn't had much luck so far. So far, Jack Shadley having himself a pretty solid football game, 7 for 7 for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Pretty good job on his first week back after back surgery. 7 for 7, 2 touchdowns, just another day in the office.
Second down and 11 for the Tigers. Trips left. This will be a pass, rollout left for Shadley. Looks deep with it through his intended receiver's hands, I think, and ended in the hands of Drew Klein for a completed pass. Or no, it's going to be ruled incomplete. I think he was trying to hit Beller there, but ended up going to Klein, couldn't hold on, so the first incompletion for Shadley, setting up third down and 11. Out on the field, he's got Sondrup to his right, Bradley split right, Klein, and Cornelius to his left along with Beller. It's going to be a play-action fake throw to the middle of the field. It's complete to Klein, middle screen. Burst of speed up the middle. That'll be a first down for the Tigers, clear out to the 30-yard line. Drew Klein is having himself a good first half.
And that's exactly what I just talked about, breaking tackles. And not having him last week really hurt. He is one of those players that if you just get to the ball in his hands with some kind of space, he can create a lot. They have guys like that with Jensen, Sounder, Cornelius, guys that really can make plays in the open field, and they're getting the ball to those guys' hands.
Shadley on first down is going to give this one to Sondrup. Going down the left side, out near the 25. Looks like about a 5-yard gain on the play to set second down and 5. One thing in this territory is really Hunter Bradley territory. You know, about 40 yards out. They look for that because they have him on the weak side, split by himself. He just came off the field. But Dakota Wesleyan doing a really good job shadowing a safety on his side, running a bit of a cover 2 set against this Doane defense. Or Doane offense, I should say. Bradley off the field this time. Shadley going to give this one to Sondrup. Sondrup nowhere to go. Third down coming up for the Tigers.
And they are within Burgoyne's area to kick a field goal, right kind of on his edge of his max distance. So you'd ideally love to pick up the first down, obviously, but you don't want to take a sack or anything here because you do still have opportunity to get 3 points.
We'll see what they do here. Shadley's got twins to each side. Takes the snap. Going to pass to the right. Quick pass is going to be caught on the right side of the field, right near the sticks. Looks like it's going to be a first down for the Tigers. Really good throw and catch. He hits his intended target, Levi Sudbeck out of Pierce, Nebraska. First catch by Sudbeck so far this year. He split right. 3 receivers to his left. Quick pass to the left side. Cornelius catches it, gets a block, goes down the outside. There's going to be a hold on the left side of the field. And I think that's going to push them back. A good try on the outside. It would have been a first down, but that was due to the holding on the outside.
Yeah, from up here, obviously, it looks like a pretty decent block, but he must have just got his arms extended and grabbed at the last second, trying to allow Cornelius to come around. Good play design, and was just that close to breaking off for a touchdown. Tough break for the Tigers as they'll drop back 10 yards.
And that was Blaine Perisher who got called for the hold on the left side. 8:36 left to go in the second quarter. 28-23 Doane.
And there's Bradley on the right side, as you were talking about. Could be a potential threat here to go deep into the end zone.
Yeah, this time he's single covered. And they're going to run this one. Give it to Mustafa, who breaks down the left side, breaks a tackle, across the 10, out to the 8. Another first down for Doane. And they're inside the 10-yard line now. Mustafa starting to rack up the yards here in the first half.
And that's what I love about this running back by committee. You get fresh legs in there, guys get breaks, and they really are working off each other with different running styles. As you see Mustafa drive that inside the 10, and we'll see if Doane can score in the red zone.
7 carries, 45 yards for Mustafa. This one's going to be a read option. Give to Mustafa. Going down the right side, trying to get to the corner. Dives, and officially a touchdown for the Doane Tigers. Mustafa, great patience on the outside, taking it in from 8 yards out. 7:59 on the clock. Doane taking a 34-23 lead.
And that was a big score for Doane. You just get back-to-back stops on defense. You're up 28-23, and now you really put yourself with some cushion and some distance here with 11:20. Make it actually 7:59 left on the half. Great drive by Doane. They didn't get a ton of yards in one play. They had a couple penalties called against them, but they just kept, getting chunks here, chunks there. Good mix and match of looks for Doane, and their offense has just looked like a completely different offense here in this game than we've seen so far in the season.
Extra points good for Burgoyne, making the score 35-23, just under 8 minutes to go. And that was a good point you made because that was the first time Doane's really had to work for a score. The first couple touchdown drives they've had outside of the pick six, they really got big plays, chunky yards. That time they had to complete third downs. That's big for this offense to get that confidence.
Absolutely, Jay. And And this defense is starting to kind of sniff out what Dakota Wesleyan has been trying to do to them. And they've gotten 2 stops back-to-back. And that is just, I think, the leadership this defense has, is we're going to see them go back on the field. But really for Doane, it's been outside of the fumble on the kickoff return, a rather flawless game.
So Doane will kick it away to Dakota Wesleyan, just under 8 minutes to play in the ball game. Back to return for Dakota Wesleyan, Cameron Sorg. Also back there is number 8, Spencer Neugebauer. Burgoyne going to kick this one away for Doane. The ball falls down. A little bit of a burst of wind real quick there. That gives us a chance to thank our great sponsors, Ken's Pharmacy in Crete. So this will be a big drive for Dakota Wesleyan. Doane really has not been stopped offensively outside of the one punt. And Dakota Wesleyan unable to score the last 2 times down the field. Doane looking like they could pull away with a few more stops in this one. So we'll see if we're going to need somebody to hold the ball. No, Burgoyne just gets enough of that one. The ball's going to bounce at the 15. It's still loose. And going up down to about the 30-yard line. Good return from Neugebauer. And so Dakota Wesleyan will have the football right near the 30 to start things off on this drive. 7 minutes, 54 seconds left to go. Just a reminder to anyone watching at ncnsportsnow.com, you can also listen to the Peru State Bobcats on our sister station B103, also at ncnsportsnow.com. And you can also watch on our website, ncnsportsnow.com. The University of Nebraska Kearney football team will be live on television. A big run on first down for Dakota Wesleyan, crossing the 50-yard line out to the 47. And that's a good play to start off your drive if you're trailing by 12 late in the second quarter.
Yeah, and this, it isn't a make or break drive by any means for Dakota Wesleyan, but this is a very important drive. This is for the first time that a team's pulled up by more than 1 score, and you really would like to answer if you're Dakota Wesleyan here.
Drop back to pass. Turner looks right. That one will be complete, and a huge hit right near the spot where he caught it. And just a big-time play. I believe that was Cole Wiseman on the hit.
And that's the thing about Wiseman. You might get a few catches in the short kind of plays with those little hitch routes, but you're going to feel it when you catch it too. He's going to let you know that you can't just run around freely in that territory without feeling a hit.
This is going to be a carry on second down, going nowhere on the play. That was a nice defensive stop. I think on the play it was number 6, Connor Hughes. So that will set up 3rd down and 4. These 3rd and short situations, Dakota Wesleyan has just not been very successful thus far.
Yeah, great play by Connor Hughes. He really got good pressure there. We saw him make that scoop and score at the very end of the half last week, and that was great pressure. This line can see if they could try to stop this 3rd and short.
A broken play. Turner going down the right side. Good recovery, because it looked like it was a broken play, but a wide open right side of the field allows him to run for a big gain and a 1st down.
It kind of just ended up being a quarterback draw because they all were playing pass because they saw him kind of step back. And then, yeah, like you said, broken play, but that's just what happens when you have an athlete at the quarterback position in Turner. He can make plays out of something like that. Good job by Turner there.
1st down and 10 for Turner in the pistol. He's going to pass on 1st down. Good pressure. Figner just about gets to him. Turner sliding for about a 6-yard gain. That's so many times, at least 4 times here in the first half, that the defensive line's gotten pressure, just cannot finish and get the sack on Turner. 2nd down and 4, right at the 27-yard line. Carry is going nowhere. No gain on the play, and a nice play defensively from Hughes, I think is who it was on the stop.
That was a very unique play there. It went off the hands, the snap of Turner, and right to his running back there. Kind of a broken play, and this is another big 3rd down for the Doane defense.
3rd down and about 5. Trips to the left side for Hughes. Read option, give. Breaking free down the right side of the field. all the way down to the 3-yard line. What a carry from Loudenberg, and that'll get him down to about the 2-yard line. And actually, I don't think that was Loudenberg with the carry. I believe that was Gage Marshall who had the carry. First down and goal. Give up the middle. Marshall pushing, and he's going to be marked at about the 1-inch line for Dakota Wesleyan. Set him second down and goal. So Gage Marshall getting the carries here down by the goal line. Under 5 minutes of play now in the first half. This would be a big score for Dakota Wesleyan if they can punch it in. Second down and goal from the 1. Another run up the middle. And another stop for the Doane defense. This time he might have lost a half a yard, setting up third down and goal.
There's going to be a player down. It looks like that's Anthony Malone, the sophomore defensive lineman. As you got to hope that he's okay. But great 2 stops on the goal line. And it looks like it's going to have to be something different here for Dakota Wesleyan. I believe they're going to try to pass it here because that up the middle run has been shut down 2 times in a row. Either get it outside and try to get it to the corner of the end zone or look to pass, as both teams will kind of scamper off the field here with an injury.
Well, while Malone is getting looked at, we'll go ahead and take a short timeout. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Ken's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Ken and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Ken's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Ken's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
All right, a good sign for the Doane Tigers as Anthony Malone walking off on his own power after a short stint on the ground. 4 minutes, 37 seconds left, third down and goal. We'll see what Dakota Wesleyan elects to do as they lost about a half yard on their last run. They have a power I set in the pistol. Unique formation, it's almost like a diamond. This is going to be a read option. They give it up the middle, and he's hit right at the goal line, and he's stopped on third down and goal, and that's going to set up a decision time for Dakota Wesleyan. Fourth down and goal. I think he got about a half yard. They're at about the 6-inch line here.
Great job by Mujeres. He got pressure kind of on the blitz there, broke through, and a great stop by Doane, and they're going to go for it here. And this is a very crucial play as far as this game is concerned.
Turner in the shotgun. Gives it up the middle. Jumping, and there's actually a stoppage in play as he scored. But I think Dakota Wesleyan decided to call a timeout before the play. And that's one of those that you wish you didn't call a timeout. He dove over top of the defense. But so that'll set up fourth down and goal at about the 6-inch line. Dakota Wesleyan with the football, 4 minutes to go. And this could be a game changer. If Doane can get a stop here and find a way to turn it around to 6 points of their own going into halftime, we could have a whole different ball game in the second half. But last possession you saw with Dakota Wesleyan down by the goal line, they were unable to convert and had to kick a field goal. So we'll see if they elect to come back out and go for it or kick another field goal, which would make it a 9-point game.
And yeah, you wonder if that's what that timeout was about. Maybe they ran onto the field trying to get Doane to jump offside and they called the timeout to kick a field goal. But you saw they were going to score a touchdown. So that's, a tough break. Obviously, that's not what they intended to happen over on Dakota Wesleyan sideline. It looks like they're going to go for it. They're coming back out as Turner trots back out on the field, and this is a huge, huge play. And Doane has proven big in these short yard situations. We'll see what happens here.
Twins out to the right side for Turner, one back in the backfield. This is going to be a run up the middle, and he is going to, let's see what the call is, right near the goal line. No sign yet. And it's a touchdown for Dakota Wesleyan. Wow, they had to take a minute to decide on that one. He just must have crossed the plane. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left, and Dakota Wesleyan inches within 6.
so close to a stop for Doane. You stop them 2 times in a row on 2nd down, on 3rd down, and then we get a replay here on the 4th down. Finally, just able to get in with inches is Dakota Wesleyan.
The extra point is up and good for Dakota Wesleyan. That cuts the lead to 5, 35-30. Doane on top with 3:57 left to go in the first half. So you go from potentially kind of taking full control of this game if you're Doane and get a stop to really trying to move the chains here, or Dakota Wesleyan can take the lead going into the second half.
Yeah, and like I said, it's tough when you're in the defense there. You're right on the goal line. You see your defense get a huge stop on 2nd down, right at the goal line. Then you see your defense get a huge stop on 3rd down, right on the goal line. And then just barely able to get the ball in as Dakota Wesleyan. And that just showed how much confidence they had in their offensive line just to pound it right at the middle of Doane 3 times in a row. I thought they were maybe going to give them a little bit of a different look with maybe a pass to the outside of the end zone, maybe a little bit of a toss to the corner with a run. But they just kept going back to it and eventually were able to score. And this has been one heck of a ball game now. It's just a 5-point game as Doane is set to get the ball back.
Yeah, back to return again. Cole Wiseman, Drew Klein. Haven't seen Cameron Vitosh since his opening return fumble. Dakota Wesleyan will kick it away with 3 minutes, 57 seconds left in the first half, and we have 65 points on the scoreboard. Kick away, and this is going to be a short squib kick, and Klein will catch it right near the end zone. Trying to find a space to run through, and he cannot find anywhere. Good coverage from the Tigers. Klein brought down right near the 19-yard line out to about the 20. And that's where Doane will have to go 80 yards to potentially make this a 2-score game.
And we'll see who gets the hot hand on this drive as far as running backs are concerned, Jay. We've seen Sounder up, we've seen Mustafa, we've seen Jensen both kind of get almost their own drives in a way. They've been kind of working in shifts almost, and it's just been kind of the hot hand. And as we're going to see them line up here, it looks like it's going to be Jensen. So he gets his turn after Mustafa got a majority of the carries last drive with Sounder up mixed in.
3 minutes, 50 seconds left. They have all 3 timeouts, so they don't necessarily need to rush too fast here. Shadley going to throw on first down. It's a play-action fake. Throw down the right side and nowhere to go with that one. It looked like they tried to fake the quick screen and throw it deep. It was intended for Blaine Perisher, but to no avail.
And great coverage by Dakota Wesleyan, but good job by Shadley to understand that the play's not there, and that's really all the play was designed to do. There was really no other looks. Just go ahead and just throw it long. Take your chance to live by another day there, because you cannot afford a turnover in this part of the field.
2nd down and 10. Shadley, 2 receivers to his right, calls the motion man over. This will be a run for Cornelius on the shovel pass, and he gets to go nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. Dakota Wesleyan's been fooled on that a few times. They were not fooled that time.
And now you're getting to the dangerous territory that if you don't get a first down here, now you're giving Dakota Wesleyan plenty of time to come back and score and take the lead in this one. So this is a big, big 3rd down for Shadley in the Doane offense.
3rd down and 10. 3 receivers to his left. 1 back in the backfield. Bradley split right. He's going to roll left. Looks left, throws left, and the throw well too high for his intended target. And they're going to have to punt this away to Dakota Wesleyan after running only 30 seconds off the clock. So this will be a big punt here for Connor O'Toole.
Yeah, tough 3 and out for Doane. Great job by the Dakota Wesleyan defense. Their secondary was very, very well played in that drive. And Doane's going to have to punt it away. And deep in their own territory, Dakota Wesleyan's going to get pretty good field position here as Connor O'Toole comes out to punt.
And it will be returnable, that is for sure. Dakota Wesleyan standing at their own 50, or I guess at the 50. As this punt is away, it's very high, shallow, and it will be fair caught right near the 50. And there's a flag. Let's see what the call is, if it's going to be kick-catch interference, but it looked like the Doane defender was pushed into the play, so we'll see what the official ruling on that is. Could be blocking the back, maybe.
And if it is on anyone for interference, let's just call it interference, it's going to be on Bryce Chunamelka there. I see number 14 was right by the returner.
I think it's going to go against Doane, or against Dakota Wesleyan, or they're just going to pick up the flag. Looks like they're just going to pick up the flag on the play. But one little note, I have to admire the flow that Bryce Chudamelka has sticking out of his helmet there, wearing number 14, Blondie. But he gets away without a penalty flag, and Dakota Wesleyan will have it right at midfield. 3 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. Dropping back to pass, looks down the middle of the field. What a throw in between 4 Doane defenders for a first down to the 25.
And we've seen Turner take some very tight windows and really throw the ball through some very, very risky situations, but he's really trusted his accuracy. He's got a strong arm, very confident in the pocket.
Second play of the possession, this will be a run up the middle for no gain, and that was Tyler Nelson with the catch for Dakota Wesleyan, or I should say Tyler Larson with the catch, the hometown guy out of Mitchell, South Dakota. Second down and 9 upcoming, 2 minutes, 45 seconds and counting for the Tigers. This is a game-changing possession as well. Doane does get the football to start off the second half, but they don't want to be trailing entering the second half, that is for sure. Up 35-30, a read option. He'll keep it on the outside, going nowhere. Maybe 3 yards on the game. Good pursuit by that linebacker core of Doane.
Yeah, good job by the Doane defense. That was a very well-worked read option as Turner went onto the outside. He faked a handoff, but Doane did a good job of adjusting. And once again, another big third down here on the 22-yard line.
3 receivers out to his left, 1 to his right. Third down and 5. This will be a give up the middle and stuffed in the backfield. Great play by Brett Andrew. Fourth down upcoming in decision time here for the Tigers.
And great job by Andrew, the defensive captain, making a big play when you need him. He read that play all the way, got in the backfield and wrapped up. Good job here as the offense will stay on the field. Obviously, do not trust their field goal kicker in this situation.
Fourth down and long. Dropping back to pass. Good pressure. The throw to the right side. Wide open completion. And tackled right at the 10-yard line for a first down. Clutch throw from Turner. So Dakota Wesleyan will have the football inside the 10-yard line. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Turner in the gun. He's going to give it off to the right side, run down the right. There's going to be a holding call coming against Dakota Wesleyan on the Johnny Withrow carry. And so Dakota Wesleyan will move back with 1:11 left to go. And so Dakota Wesleyan will push back out near the 20. First down and goal. 1 minute, 11 seconds to go. Turner in the pistol, 2 receivers to his left, 1 right. This will be a pass. Looks down the middle. It'll be caught, dropped right near the 11. We'll see. No, it's officially incomplete. Good coverage from Brett Andrew to force the incompletion. 58 seconds left to go in the first half. It'll be second down and goal from the 19.5-yard line. .58 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. 35-30. Number 7 Doane over top of number 22 Dakota Wesleyan. NAIA game of the week. GPAC opener. This is a quarterback draw. Going down the middle of the field, falling forward right near the 10. Third down and goal upcoming. 53 seconds on the clock and counting. Dakota Wesleyan trying to take the lead right before the half. And we have an injured player down on the field. That is Chayton Crow. That's hurt for this Doane defense. That'll stop the clock and allow Dakota Wesleyan a chance to kind of regroup here. Looks like it's probably just a cramp. I think that's what he's getting worked on. But so far in this game, it has been all offense from these two teams. 35-30 Doane, 387 yards for Dakota Wesleyan, and we're not even to the half yet. Doane 308. Time of possession is pretty even. Dakota Wesleyan with the football for right about 16 minutes. Doane 12 minutes. And so Doane on top, Dakota Wesleyan 35-30. The difference being a missed extra point and Doane forcing a field goal instead of a touchdown. But the score is 28-23 at the end of the first quarter. Only 7 points apiece here in the second quarter after that high-powered first quarter. One turnover apiece. Actually, Dylan Turner threw a pick six on the very first play of the football game. Since then, he is 13 for 18 for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jack Shadley back from injury. This is his first game of the season. 11 of 14, 197 yards and 2 touchdowns. Having himself a good football game. And the running back situation, Luke Loudenberg, 18 carries, 98 yards and a touchdown, as well as Gage Marshall, 5 carries, 57 yards for Dakota Wesleyan. And then Doane leading the way, Najee Mustafa, 8 carries, 53 yards and a score. Also Kyle Jensen, 5 carries, 20 yards and a touchdown, and Jackson Love had a 25-yard carry. Hayden Adams, 7 catches, 108 yards and a touchdown for Dakota Wesleyan. Drew Klein, 5 catches, 82 yards and a touchdown for Doane. Clock going to be reset to 43 seconds. Dakota Wesleyan football. 3rd down and goal from the 10. 35-30 Doane. Back out on the field, Dylan Turner. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, 1 back in the backfield. I believe that's Loudenberg back there. Pistol set. Doane looking to get another red zone stop. Dropping back to pass. Looks right. Throws it. Williams right there, and they're going to get a pass interference call on Jordan Williams. Didn't quite turn around. A little handsy. Really, really good coverage. He was right in position. Probably could have got an interception if he got turned around. That will be an interception call on Jordan Williams on the outside with 23 seconds left. And that really changes things because I think that's an automatic first down, and I'll move him down probably inside the 5-yard line. Looks like the ball will be spotted at the 2-yard line. 23 seconds left. It'll be first down and goal. This changes things for sure for Doane. Defensively, they're going to have to be pretty aggressive here. No backs in the backfield. Empty set for Turner. First and goal from the 3-yard line. It's going to be a jet sweep. They give it, and nobody near him, and that'll be a touchdown for Dakota Wesleyan and a touchdown for Spencer Neugebauer, the freshman, taking it in from 2 yards out. And all of a sudden, Dakota Wesleyan takes the lead 36-35 with 19 seconds to go in the first half. That was a big drive for this Tiger offense that has already put 389 yards of offense up. Kick is up, and the kick is good for Dakota Wesleyan. 19 seconds left, and Dakota Wesleyan up 37-35 over top of the number 7 Doane Tigers at Al Papick Field. Here's the Stop and Shop instant replay. Like I said, Dakota Wesleyan giving the ball to Neugebauer for the touchdown from 2 yards out. Pretty good play call. There's nobody in the backfield next to Turner. Kind of caught Doane guessing on the play. So with the score being 37-35, we'll hear from Coach Franzen once we get into the halftime break. Doane with 3 timeouts still, so they could potentially try to get maybe into field goal position to take 1-point lead. Doane does get the football to start off the second half, so that is a big difference maker. And it looks like Doane sending Cameron Vitosh back to return. If you remember early in the ball game, his fumble gave Dakota Wesleyan the football right near the 25-yard line, allowed them to score on the next play. That's the lone turnover for the Doane Tigers in the football game. Dakota Wesleyan will kick it away. Cole Wiseman there next to Vitosh. 37-35, Tigers over the Tigers. They are set to kick it away. A good return can really make the decision easier for Coach Franzen if he wants to go for the score. It's going to be a squib kick. Ball takes a big Dakota Wesleyan bounce, and the return will be broken free. Going down the 40. He could take this all the way. 40, 30. What a game-changing play. A.J. Allen with the touchdown for Dakota Wesleyan. Or I should say for Doane, with 6 seconds left. And it's the second straight game we've seen a crazy play to end the first half. So Doane all of a sudden back on top. Here's the Stop and Shop instant replay. It was a perfect squib kick, I may say. It took a great bounce, but it goes into the wrong guy's hands and all the way for a touchdown. A.J. Allen, 76 yards. And what else is going to happen in this football game? I mean, 41-37 is the score. 6 seconds left in the first half. The extra point is down, kick is up, and it is good. Doane, 42 first half points, leads Dakota Wesleyan 42-37 and gets the football back to start off the second half. So pending a big return from Dakota Wesleyan, Doane taking the lead into the half. And I got to believe that's going to make Coach Franzen a little bit happier when he talks to Clayton down on the sidelines. Just a reminder, if you're watching on ncnsportsnow.com, be sure to check out our Twitter page at NCN Sports. Also, you can check us out on Facebook. News Channel Nebraska's coverage of Doane University football will be here for all 5 home games. And if it's like last year, a home playoff game, we had a lot of fun as Eastern Oregon came to town last year. Doane Tiger Band, as always, doing a great job getting the crowd going. And what looked like a dead crowd for a second after Dakota Wesleyan took the lead right before the half, everyone's starting to get loud yet again as Doane taking a 42-37 lead, 6 seconds left in the first half. Let me remind you that there's 700 yards of offense in the football game right now. So Doane will kick this away. Bryce Cooney will boot it. My guess is it's going to be a short little pooch kick. And it's going to be just that. It will drop right at about the 25. Doane trying to make something happen. Jordan Williams right there. Good coverage from the Tigers. Getting the stop with 2 seconds taken off the clock. Looks like 3 seconds now, officially. I kind of waited to start the clock late there. Thank you very much to everyone tuning in and watching this fun football game. 267 people watching online right now, and you can also watch if you have News Channel Nebraska on your television. There's a tab on our NCN Sports Now page to see if you can get it anywhere on basically the eastern part of the state. We're also on now in the Broken Bow area. News Channel Nebraska. Jay Hanna joined by Clayton Anderson, who's waiting down on the sidelines for head coach Matt Franzen. This will be a give right up the middle on the final play of the first half, and that's going to do it. 42-37 Doane out on top of Dakota Wesleyan after the huge kick return from A.J. Allen. We'll go ahead and take a timeout before Coach Franzen goes over there and talks to Clayton. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kids Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Ken and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Ken's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Ken's You Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
All right, we're here with Coach Franzen. Doane leads this game 42-37. Coach, first off, talk about that big special teams touchdown from A.J. Allen.
Yeah, A.J. just made a play. You know, they were being safe and squibbing the ball, and A.J. came up and fielded it, and all of a sudden we got a couple blocks and big momentum play right before the half, just like last week.
tons of points on the scoreboard. How big is it getting Shadley back, Drew Klein, and getting that offense really going a lot better than last week?
Yeah, it's been good. I think Jack has played pretty well so far and been able to move the sticks and use the speed to make some plays. And so far it's been good. And they'll adjust second half. We need to make some defensive adjustments second half too.
All right, coming back in the second half, how are you going to adjust to the high-powered offense of Turner and Dakota Wesleyan? Both teams seem to be driving it up the field very well so far.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So Doane on top of Dakota Wesleyan 42-37. Thank you to Coach Franzen down there for joining me. Dakota Wesleyan able to drive it down and score it with just under 20 seconds to play, but an A.J. Allen return on a squib kick from 76 yards out was the difference in the first half. 42-37. Doane out on top of Dakota Wesleyan. Number 7 on top of number 22 in the NAIA game of the week. Got about 18 minutes here at halftime. Just a reminder, Ken's Pharmacy in Crete is a great sponsor for News Channel Nebraska sports coverage of Doane Tiger football. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoring summary here in the first half. 28-23 at the end of the first, 14-14 even in the second quarter, 42-37 Doane out on top. It all started on the first play of the game from scrimmage for Dakota Wesleyan, a pick six from Tariq Mustafa from 31 yards out. Made the score 7-0, and it didn't take long for Dylan Turner to hit Lewis Hofer for a 17-yard touchdown. 7-7 was an even score after that. And then Dylan Turner, following a fumble from Cameron Vitash on the kick return, even the score up with a 1-yard touchdown run, making it 13-7 because of a missed extra point following that up. Doane was able to drive it right down. We got to see Jack Shadley for the first time. I think that's the biggest news of the day. Jack Shadley back from injury, back from back surgery in the spring, leading the Doane Tigers down the field. Kyle Jensen would take it in 20-14, or I should say 14-13, Doane on top. And then Dakota Wesleyan would take a 20-14 lead after Dylan Turner hit Hayden Adams from 37 yards out. That was a two-play, 70-yard drive for the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. And we weren't done in the first quarter. Drew Klein took a 16-yard pass from Jack Shanley for a touchdown. Seth Paulson kicked a 19-yard field goal. And Jacob Beller caught a 56-yard pass from Jack Shanley, making the score 28-23 Doane at the end of the first quarter. And then welcome back Clayton Anderson to the booth as Dakota Wesleyan was able to keep it close in the second quarter. They were even 14-14. Najee Mustafa scored to start things off, but then back-to-back touchdowns from Dakota Wesleyan made the score 37-35 Doane before a squib kick turned into a 76-yard kick return touchdown for A.J. Allen to end the second half, giving Doane a 42-37 lead. And now you were field side, Clayton, for that kickoff return touchdown for A.J. Allen. What did you think about it?
I just thought it was honestly terrible execution by Dakota Wesleyan. They were trying to go with the squib kick, which makes sense. You know, it's towards the end of the game. They were trying to avoid the deep return, but by doing that, they put it right next to A.J. Allen, and he could pick it up with plenty of space. Great blocking by Doane, and that's just taking advantage of another team's mistake, because that was not a very good squib kick. But Doane, you know, they seem to be able to make those plays right before halftime. We saw the big play last week, and then here again in special teams.
Yeah, and Doane's going to get the football to start off the second half. We'll go ahead and take a look at the stats, but we're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Ken's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Ken and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Ken's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Ken's You Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
We provide an opportunity for individuals to become involved with the community and reach their maximum potential. Hi, my name is Margie Hofling, and I have been with Mosaic of Beatrice for 30 years. We currently have positions open that will fit your schedule. With our our flexible scheduling system, you will be able to work the hours and days that fit your personal schedule. Tuition assistance is also available. Visit our website at mosaicinfo.org to start and make a positive difference. Come join our team here at Mosaic.
We just got back from a weekend getaway in Jefferson County. We visited Rock Creek Station and saw history come alive, relaxed on the bench, and went fishing at Crystal Springs. The big kids kayaked in the river, and yes, there was activities for the little ones too. Jefferson County even has land open to the public for hunting, and there's plenty of places to stay, campgrounds or hotels. The choice is yours. See what I'm talking about? Log on to visitoregontrail.org. This invitation is from the Jefferson County Visitors Committee.
We work every day to make your lives easier. I'm Jeremiah with Diode Technologies of Diller. Smart home automation allows digital devices that you use every day, like TVs, audio equipment, lights, security panels, and thermostats, to work together with easy-to-use devices like a remote control, tablet, or even your smartphone. With smart home automation, your whole home becomes more comfortable, convenient, and easier to control. To learn more about how Diode Technologies can customize your smart home for your family, give me a call today. I'm Jeremiah with Diode Technologies of Diller, your local technology solutions company.
What's your convenience emergency? When you're late for work but need your caffeine? Stop, shop, and roll. Headed to the big game but need ice, drinks, and munchies? Stop, shop, and roll. On your way home but you gotta grab some cold ones? Stop, shop, and roll. No matter what, the solution is Stop and Shop in Crete. Always open so you can get in, out, and on your way. So remember, in case of a convenience emergency, stop, shop, and roll. Stop and Shop, East Highway 33 in Crete.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kin's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Kin and Carry are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Kin's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Kin's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Kin's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
At City Bank and Trust, they know how important the personal touch is. They are built on small-town values, so you won't get the runaround on personal service. When purchasing, building, or refinancing a home, City Bank and Trust offers construction loans and long-term loans. When you can get both from one lender with a simplified and streamlined process, it saves you time and money. With their small-town values, family-owned City Bank and Trust in Lincoln and Crete will give you a quick turnaround on all decisions. Building dreams, building relationships. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Doane University as the Doane Tigers leading this one 42-37 over top of Dakota Wesleyan. Take a look at the first half stats, starting off with Jack Shadley back from injury. 197 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 11 of 14, very efficient. Doane just really moving the football however they wanted. They have that 1 turnover on the kick return, but that's been about it. I mean, pretty efficient, 42 points thanks to the A.J. Allen final touchdown. But what did you see out of that Doane offense?
Well, I saw Jack Shadley that didn't look like he rushed back from injury. I saw a very composed Jack Shadley. As far as anybody's concerned, let's just watch this team. He's been playing with him since week 1, the way he looked out there. And that just shows the chemistry and the trust this offense has in Shadley, that he could just step back in and be the leader that he was when he left. So great job by the offense. The defense, I think, is going to have to tighten it up a little bit, especially the secondary, because Dakota Wesleyan has been moving the ball with ease, just as Doane has.
Well, and if you're going to compare a quarterback to Dylan Turner, very Johnny Manziel-esque. You know, he can move around in the pocket, hit his intended receivers, finished in the first half, 183 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that 1 interception. And also he's running the football well, 37 yards on the ground. So, I mean, it's a battle of quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, both quarterbacks are dual threat guys. Both quarterbacks can make plays when it looks like the play is done. And it's been a good ball game. It's been a fun game. It's been just one of those games where any stop, even a field goal stop, is very important because it's just been tons of points as we've seen.
Yeah, in that first quarter, it didn't seem like they were ever going to stop scoring. And so Doane able to get a few stops, really gave them momentum. That first of all, they hitting that field goal down by the end zone was a big time turn in the momentum. and really Doane only punting twice, and the last one was just kind of 3 plays and out, giving Dakota Wesleyan that last opportunity. But these defensive have finally made a few adjustments. I think it's going to be who can get more stops in the second half.
Yeah, and I also think another thing to watch out for is special teams. We've seen 2 mistakes on special teams, one of them being the fumble early for Doane, and then the kick return for Doane, which is a mistake for Dakota Wesleyan. So I think we can continue to watch that too, because as many kickoffs as we're going to see with this many touchdowns, it's bound to be a mistake here and there, and it's whatever team capitalizes off a mistake like that.
Yeah, and if you like defense, this really isn't the game to watch. I mean, there's been 700 yards of offense in the first half, but if you like high-powered offenses, 2 teams that are going to compete for this GPAC title, this is a game to watch. So these 2 offenses, 2 of the best offenses in the nation as far as scoring efficiency goes, and you could just tell Doane can play with this Dakota Wesleyan offense because of Jack Shadley.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, a completely different offense. And Coach Franzen at halftime said, having Jack back is great, and Jack is playing very good too. So that's been really feeling their offense. And we've also seen Drew Klein be a very big player too, because he's been making great plays off the edge and in that kind of slot receiver spot. And that's something that Doane was really missing last week with him out.
Yeah, Dakota Wesleyan really doing a good job at hitting Hayden Adams. He was their big target early, but Doane really kind of cracked down on Adams after that first quarter, and you could see Dylan Turner kind of start struggling a little bit. I mean, he started off 7 for 7 following that interception, a few incompletions down the stretch, but Hayden Adams is the key to the second half of that offense. If he can get open, just like Drew Klein, who was doing a good job at getting open and also making men miss running the football, I think those 2 receivers have been the difference in the game.
Yeah, and I'm going to also say look for Cole Wiseman to make a big play here in the second half. He's the type of guy that he really adjusts as the game goes on. If he gets beat one time, he'll look to correct the next time. We saw him jump that route last week, and he's been very close coverage. He's been, beat a couple times where he was just right there to deflect the ball or just right there close to picking one off. So look for him to make a big play, as he's always a playmaker on defense.
All right, we're going to take one final timeout here during the half, and when we come back, we'll have the third quarter and conclusion of this one. Doane, number 7 in the country, leading number 22 Dakota Wesleyan 42-37 at the half. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
Paradise. We each have a vivid image of what paradise looks like. At Barber Home Furnishings, we believe your paradise should be found as easy as walking through your own front door. You're invited to stop into Barber Home Furnishings and let their experts help you transform your home into paradise. Flooring, furniture, electronics, and more. Barber Home Furnishings, located on the south side of the historic square in downtown Fairbury.
Wouldn't you like to work at a cornerstone business that offers job security, a great work environment, the opportunity to advance, all with a great benefits package? West End Package Meats in Fairbury is that place. To apply, simply visit westendpackagemeats.com, click on Careers and apply. It's that easy. The manufacturing plant is located in Fairbury and employs a staff of 100 plus people who are dedicated to the quality and service West End Package Meats represents. Log on today, westendpackagemeats.com.
If you need an adult beverage, get to Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. Now, you could go anywhere for something cold, but then you'd be passing up a chance at real variety. At Fisher's, they carry the real party drinks. Flavored UV and Pinnacle Vodka, Captain Morgan's Cannon Blast, Picardo Black Rum, Special Edition Rolling Stones Tour Jose Cuervo Tequila, Serpent Bite, plus kinky cocktails and refreshing varieties like Wicked Mango, Black, Cherry, or Apple. If you want the insight on your new favorite drink, get to Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits, East Highway 33 in Crete. It's all you need to know. Please drink responsibly.
Dog's Hut in Beatrice makes it easy to let your spirit shine. Whether it's picking out your favorite football hoodie or a replacement for that lucky t-shirt covered in mustard stains, Dogs has styles and sizes for the entire family. We offer custom screen printing, embroidery, and bling for team and business apparel. Plus, we are the only place in Beatrice to provide tuxedo rentals for special events. Dogs Hut, 2315 East Court Street in Beatrice. Let your spirit shine.
Earning my shield means...
It means I'm always moving forward.
Never stopping, always learning.
It means rising to the challenge of my ambition.
Earning my shield means having the confidence to hold my own with anyone from anywhere.
It means more opportunities for me and my children.
Earning my shield means it's never too early or late to set goals. What does it mean to earn your shield? Come to Doane and find out yourself.
What's your convenience emergency? When you're late for work but need your caffeine? Stop, shop, and roll. Headed to the big game but need ice, drinks, and munchies? Stop, shop, and roll. On your way home but you gotta grab some cold ones? Stop, shop, and roll. No matter what, the solution is Stop and Shop in Crete. Always open so you can get in, out, and on your way. So remember, in case of a convenience emergency, stop, shop, and roll. Stop and Shop, East Highway 33 in Crete.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kids Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Ken and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Ken's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Ken's You Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
The focus is on you. At Lewiston Consolidated Schools, you're able to take part in all kinds of activities if you choose. Want to be in a band? At Lewiston, if you want to play an instrument but you don't have the means to buy one, Lewiston can provide you one. With Lewiston's Ag program, kids are able to do real-world projects with individualized attention. And the FFA program is very strong. There's a ton of activities these kids I don't know would otherwise get to experience. The team sports available at Lewiston allow kids to understand the importance of team. Everyone's able to play, and the results, they can be rewarding. Really rewarding.
Everyone knows each other. This teachers know every student by name.
Lewiston is small, and it strengthens them. You feel it when you walk the halls. It's pride. It's unity. For more information about the school, give the office a call or check their website to learn more. That's Lewiston Consolidated Schools, a small setting providing a world of opportunity.
And welcome back to Al Papik Field. Doane getting ready for their second half against Dakota Wesleyan. Number 7 Doane Tigers in a bit of a shootout here, I should say. It's almost an understatement of the year. 42-37 at half. Dakota Wesleyan and Doane offenses both doing whatever they want, really, and we'll see who can get the stops in the second half.
Well, the way it's looking, it looks like first one to 80 wins this one, as both teams have been firing all cylinders. But I think both teams will go back into the locker room, make adjustments, and really I think you should look for both defenses to come out and play a lot better than they did that first half. After seeing the schemes and after seeing Shadley and Doane offenses, Dakota Wesleyan could have not even really fully be prepared for Shadley, as no one, including Doane, even knew if he was going to start this game. So that's been a huge change, and it's been a good game so far, as both offenses has played very well. And like you said before, the quarterbacks have really been playing well so far.
Jay Hanna right next to Clayton Anderson in the booth as Doane and Dakota Wesleyan getting ready for the second half. Doane will have the football to start things off. And this should be an exciting first drive because, you really don't know what to expect. Doane getting stopped, 3 and out their last time. A.J. Allen having a kick return touchdown to end the half. It's been up and down in the second quarter.
Absolutely. There's been there's been some times where they've marched down the field with ease, and then there's been quick 3 and outs. It doesn't look like they've never really had those drives that have been long drives that have ended with field goals. They've either put it away in the red zone or get shut out in the quick 3 and out. So we'll see how Doane's offense looks when they come back on the field.
So Doane, like I said, will get the football to start things off. Dakota Wesleyan will kick it deep to them. 42-37 is the score in the third quarter here. 700 yards of offense. And what do you think was the most impressive thing you saw there in that first half?
I'd have to say the return on that kickoff. I think that was a very crucial point by A.J. Allen. Great blocking, and Dakota Wesleyan was ready to just go ahead and call it a half and kick a little short squib kick, and Doane made him pay. And just a great job on special teams right there. And I think that was the big momentum shifter in the first half.
Dakota Wesleyan set to kick things away to Doane. Back deep to return again will be Cole Wiseman along with Cameron Vitash. Vitash had the fumble in the first half for the lone turnover from the Tigers. And we're ready to get this second half started. The kick is away. Back deep to return it, Cole Wiseman. Catches it at the 10, crossing the 15, out to the 20, gets tripped up, and he'll get the ball at the 27-yard line. That's where Doane will take over, and Jack Shadley getting ready to go again offensively here for the Tigers. Doane leads at 42-37 against a really, really tough Dakota Wesleyan team, number 22 in the country, coming into this one 2-1 overall.
And both these teams are going to be big-time players in how the GPAC standings end up shaking up at the end of the year. As you can imagine, that both these teams are going to be in the thick of it all year up there at top of the standings. So this is a big GPAC opener for Doane and Dakota Wesleyan.
Throw outside to Cornelius is caught, about a 5-yard gain for the Tigers.
It'd be nice to start seeing Cornelius get a little active here in the second half as that first ball goes to him for a 5-yard gain. He's a very dangerous player and somebody that I'm sure Shadley's going to start looking to a little bit more here in the second half.
In the shotgun, Shadley starting to heat up here as the sun comes out, trips to his right. Quick throw to the right. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. Shadley, first down yardage there on 2nd and 4, and that'll move the chains. Good first possession here for Doane thus far. Be 1st and 10 at the 33, 14 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Shadley in the pistol. Mustafa behind him, and he's going to give it to Mustafa going left. Berkman can't make the block, and that causes Mustafa to get hit right near the 35, falls forward to the 36 for a 3-yard gain. Be 2nd down and a long 7 upcoming for the Tigers.
And we really haven't seen Doane take a shot downfield. I'm not sure if they need to. They've been just getting the ball in chunks. Those little screen passes have been what have got Doane a bunch of yards here on those little wide receiver screens. So we'll see what Shadley does here, 2nd and 6.
That's going to be a throw to the right side. Good completion to Bradley, trying to break it loose. Gets stopped at the 40.
And we've seen a lot of that, whether it be Klein, Bradley there. We've seen guys, make catches and really fight to get extra yards after the catch, as Bradley did right there.
3rd down and 3 at the 40-yard line. Twins to the left side. This will be a give up the middle to Mustafa, who is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Doane's going to have to punt this one away. 4th down and 5 upcoming, and a big stop from Dakota Wesleyan.
Good stop by Dakota Wesleyan right there. You almost want to see Doane try to go in the air there, 3rd and short. But they must have saw something where they thought they could Mustafa a good gain to get the first down, and they're stuffed there and are forced to punt from the 37-yard line here with the first drive of the 3rd quarter.
They're set to punt it away. Back to punt, O'Toole. It's away, crossing the 40 down to the 30, and it takes a Doane bounce out of bounds right near the 27-yard line. That's where Dakota Wesleyan will set up shop. So it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 30-yard line for Dakota Wesleyan. Number 22 team in the country, right at the 30. In the shotgun is Turner. He'll take the snap, looks left, throws left. It's going to be caught. About a 5-yard gain on the play. Hits Hayden Adams. 2nd down and 5 upcoming for the Tigers. Two receivers to the right, one left. This is going to be a run up the middle. Trying to make a man miss and unable to. Good stop as Loudenberg going to lose maybe a yard on the play. Good coverage and good pursuit from the Tigers.
Yeah, great job by Connor Hughes to get the pursuit. He's a very athletic defensive lineman. We've seen him make tons of plays, just very mobile, could get moving, the big man over there on defensive end. Good stop by the Tigers as they're looking to get a 3 and out of their own here in the third quarter.
3rd down and 4, dropping back to pass. Right in the middle of the field, this is going to be a first down for Dakota Wesleyan. Good move from Adams. He falls forward right at about the 50, and that's going to be a late hit coming against Doane. As Seth Majerus just kind of finished the play, but his knee was already down, so it was blatant late hit, and that's going to move Dakota Wesleyan even further downfield.
Almost looked like a pro wrestling move or something there. I don't think he meant to do anything malicious there, but it just kind of got hung up there and got tangled up and threw him down.
Be first down and 10 now, moving way down into Doane territory. $11 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. Dylan Turner with the football. Takes the snap, looks left, down the middle, caught inside the 10, down to the 5, pushing down to the 3-yard line. Dakota Wesleyan driving right down Doane's throats here on their opening possession.
And that's the thing about Dakota Wesleyan. You can't afford to make any mistakes because their offense is already good enough on their own. You make a personal foul like that, give them 15 yards, and you can almost guarantee that they're going to execute every time in that type of situation.
42-37. Doane trying to get a stop. This will be a read option pass. Ball thrown too high, but it is caught for a touchdown over his intended target into the hands of his receiver for a touchdown. Dakota Wesleyan on the scoreboard. 43-42 they lead. 10:39 left to go in the third quarter. $10 minutes, 39 seconds left to go here in the third. Dakota Wesleyan takes the lead, 42-43. The extra point's up, and the extra point is good. 44-42. Dakota Wesleyan out on top of the Doane Tigers, and that was a big clutch drive for Dakota Wesleyan.
Exactly. You get a big stop by your defense and then march right down the field. Efficient drive by Dakota Wesleyan. Taking advantage of a penalty in the middle of the field for Doane. And just every play seems like it was executed perfectly by the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers there on that drive.
So Dakota Wesleyan takes a lead over top of Doane, 44-42, thanks to a big drive. 4-yard pass to Hayden Adams. That gives Adams 135 yards and 2 touchdowns in the football game. Back to return, Cameron Vitash. Also Jordan Williams this time for Doane. Dakota Wesleyan going to kick it away here. 10:38 on the clock. This will be returnable for Williams. Pushing forward down the left side, breaks a tackle, out to the 30, and that's where it'll be pushed out of bounds. And there's going to be a late hit on Dakota Wesleyan this time. That's going to move Doane forward. Williams was clearly out of bounds, and he took a shot, and that'll give Doane really, really good field position.
That's just a big mistake for Dakota Wesleyan. Williams was clearly out of bounds. They just got lit up right there. And they'll get good field position on this drive as they try to regain the lead.
So the refs conversing here. Doane, he got hit right near the 35-yard line. This could potentially get him all the way down to about the 45, 46. And and that's where they kind of have the chains set up. Says there's two fouls. There's a hold on Doane, as well as a personal foul. So it'll be first down for Doane. They'll mark off the hold, and then they'll take the late hit as well. And so Doane will get the football at the 36-yard line for Doane.
This ends up being about a 5-yard advantage for Doane after the penalty is called.
So Doane will take over at the 36, 1st and 10. Jack Shadley back out again after a 3-and-out to start this one. Two receivers to his right, split backs. They're going to give this to Mustafa, trying to make a man miss, but Dakota Wesleyan will take him down in the backfield. That's going to be a 2-yard loss for the back. Be 2nd and 12 now for the Tigers. Second down and 12 at the 35. Shadley rolls out right. Looks downfield. Klein open, but cannot make the catch. The ball batted down. And so it'll be 3rd down and 11 upcoming.
I like that play call. Klein was open. Good rollout by Shadley. Just the ball was not put exactly where he wanted, but it was a good crack at it as Klein was open downfield. And now Doane will be forced to convert on 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11 upcoming for Jack Shadley. Big possession for Doane here. Looking right, going back left, and this screen play is snuffed out right from the get-go. This will be a 5-yard loss for Doane. Dakota Wesleyan fired up with a 2-point lead, and that's a big stop. Doane's going to have to make something happen defensively, get this momentum back.
Great job by the defense to not be fooled by the screen. Mustafa was completely stuffed after the pass. And they'll be forced to punt.
Fourth down and 15. The punt goes away and goes out of bounds just past midfield, right at about the 40-yard line. That's where Dakota Wesleyan will take over. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
My husband and I farm north of Blair. We know few things are as important to Nebraskans as land. In fact, many of us who work for TransCanada in Nebraska grew up here. Like me, they're passionate about land, water, and wildlife, the very things we work hard to protect. As an environmental specialist, I'm committed to working together to care for the environment. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. After all, Nebraska is our home too. My husband and I farm north of Blair. We know few things are as important to Nebraskans as land. In fact, many of us who work for TransCanada in Nebraska grew up here. Like me, they're passionate about land, water, and wildlife, the very things we work hard to protect. As an environmental specialist, I'm committed to working together to care for the environment. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. After all, Nebraska is our home too.
Welcome back to Doane University football. 3rd down upcoming for Dakota Wesleyan, and a completion on 1st down there allows Dakota Wesleyan to move the chains across the 50-yard line. Almost a good stop for Doane after forcing an incompletion on 2nd down, but Dakota Wesleyan continuing to make plays. 1st down and 10 at the 46. Turner looks left, throws left. looking, and they get a stop after about a 4-yard gain. Good pursuit by that secondary of Doane for a minimal gain.
And Hayden Adams has been so active for Dakota Wesleyan. He has been the main target as he lines up on the left side. And they really like going to him, Dylan Turner, in this Dakota Wesleyan offense.
2nd down and 5. Carry goes out to about the 38, and there is a flag on the field. And that'll set up 3rd down and 2 pending the penalty. It looks like it's officially going to be a holding call on Dakota Wesleyan. So that'll move them backwards. Second down and 15 at the 48-yard line. Dropping back to pass, Turner looking left. Looks down the middle of the field. Overthrown. Chayton Crow nearly gets the interception. It almost looked like he didn't see it until too late. And that falls incomplete, set up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, and Doane really cannot afford to give up a first down here as they have Dakota Wesleyan in 3rd and down after Dakota Wesleyan scored to go take the lead. And that was almost interception by Chayton Crow, like you were talking about, as they go on with 3 defensive linemen in kind of a dime package here against the pistol set for Dakota Wesleyan as Turner takes the snap.
3rd down and long, throws it to the sticks. That's a 1st down for Dakota Wesleyan and more. They managed to convert on 3rd and 15, and that takes them clear out to the 25-yard line.
Great job by Turner. Found the hole in the zone and just put it right on the spot.
Be 1st down and 10 and about the 27, 7:49 left to go. This will be a give up the middle. No, it'll be a read option. Turner keeps it. Good pursuit and a good run from Turner, breaking a tackle, pushing forward down to the 2-yard line. And Dakota Wesleyan threatening to go up by 8. We apologize to anyone watching on the stream. We're having internet issues here on campus. 1st down and goal from the 4. They'll give it up the middle, and it's going to be right near the end zone. Looks like they're going to mark him about a yard short. Doane been very good at goal line situations so far in this one, but Doane having their backs against the wall here. Be 2nd down and goal from the 2.
And talking about that play before, that was a great job on the read option. As we all up here, and I'm sure the Doane defense thought that was just going to be a run up the middle, and they did a very good job to keep it in Turner's hands. He made a great run down the right side.
This will be a play action fake, keep up the middle. Turner dives, and he is short. 3rd down and inches now upcoming for Dakota Wesleyan. And they have decision time upcoming here because last time they had it down to 4th and goal from the inch line as well. This time it's 3rd down and about 2, 6.5 to go, and this is just such a big possession here because they can make this more than a 1-possession game. They give it up the middle, and this will be a touchdown for Dakota Wesleyan. That gives them an 8-point lead, 50-42, 6:17 to go here in the half.
Once again, another great drive by Dakota Wesleyan, just working the ball up the field, and we've seen Doane's offense go kind of stagnant here as we'll see a replay of that touchdown with that run just right up the middle, just powered through, just really wearing down the Doane defense here in the second half as they now scored 50 total points.
6:17 to go. Kick will be blocked. The ball still loose, so that keeps it an 8-point game. So the second missed extra point is even bigger than the first because now Doane can tie it with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
And that's what we talked about at halftime a little bit just going back to the special teams, making big plays. We saw A.J. Allen return that kick. We see a block, 2 blocked extra point attempts, and Doane fumbling that ball in the kickoff. There's been a lot of mistakes and big plays made in special teams so far, and when you're scoring a lot of points, special teams is on the field a lot. So we're going to continue to see which special teams kind of proves to be better here, and that might make a difference in this game, as there's already 2 extra points missed by Dakota Wesleyan, and a good block there, as Doane really needs to have something impressive this drive, at least marching down the field into field goal territory down 8, as their last couple of possessions have gone very, very bad, as they've really went 3 and out on the last 2 possessions.
So Dakota Wesleyan will kick it away to Doane, 50-42. Crazy game here at Al Papik Field. Back to return again. This time it looks like Hunter Bradley back there along with Cameron Vitosh. Changing it up a few different times is the Doane special teams unit. Kick is away. It's a short kick, and it will be caught at about the 30. Nowhere to go, and they will be driven back right near the 30-yard line is where Doane will take over, and they have done nothing offensively so far in the second half. 6:11 on the clock, 50-42. Is there anything that you're seeing differently out of Doane so far here in the second half?
It just doesn't seem like their running attack is surprising Dakota Wesleyan as much as it was in the first half. It seems like now they're really starting to kind of load the box. Mustafa's not being able to get the holes that he was getting in the first half, and I think that offensive line is just starting to wear down a little bit, and that running game is starting to kind of dwindle, and we'll see if Shadley goes from the air a little bit more in this possession.
This one will be given up the middle to Jensen. Jensen twisted a little bit after a 2-yard gain.
And Jay, that's a prime example, just a run like that I've seen a difference. In the first half, a lot of times runs like that to Jensen would have been 5-6 yards. Here in the second half, we're seeing them go 1-2 yards, tackle for loss. And they're really starting to lose that battle up front. And, you might want to go and maybe mix it up and start going to the air a little bit more and then revisit that running game later.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Doane. Shadley in the shotgun, play action fake, looking to pass, has time, looking left, throw, going to be out of the outstretched arms of Beller and falling incomplete. Shadley looking like he got a little bit of happy feet in the pocket there, threw in a tight window.
And that has a tendency to happen when somebody's coming back from injury, not really wanting to stay in the pocket super long there. And, I wouldn't be surprised if Shadley in that situation, if he stays in the pocket just a little bit longer, it might have opened up for him to run it even, because that was not a very open receiver in Jacob Beller. He really kind of tried to force that one.
3rd down and 8. This one, Shadley trying to get out of the pocket, and he will be sacked at about the 20-yard line. That's going to be close to a 10-yard loss on the play, and Doane's going to have to punt again. Shadley stumbled. Okay, he's okay. It looked like he could have been hurt, but he gets back up, but that's going to be a big loss, and Dakota Wesleyan all of a sudden going to get the ball back with an 8-point lead halfway through this 3rd quarter.
And that just felt like, to me, a possession that Doane really needed to at least come up with some points on the board. It doesn't mean that this game's, out of reach by any means. Obviously, both teams are scoring a lot of points. Anything could happen. We know that Doane defense could turn you over. But just really has been very discouraging for the Doane offense, not even getting any first downs really to speak of here in the second half.
Good punt from Connor O'Toole puts Dakota Wesleyan at about the 42-yard line. And this is where the Doane defense is going to have to kind of step up and get a stop. They have been unable to do so far in the second half. 13 points for Dakota Wesleyan in the first 7 minutes here of the 3rd quarter. That blocked extra point is huge if Doane can get a stop here, and Cole Wiseman is not out on the field. See Cole Wiseman walking with the training staff. He looks okay, but we'll see what the official verdict is down there. 1st down and 10 for Dakota Wesleyan at about the 42. This will be a run play. Quarterback keeper up the middle, crossing the 50 out to the 49. Turner, 8-yard gain on 1st down. Under 5 minutes of play now in the 3rd quarter. Doane in a bit of trouble here for the first time really this season. That Sterling contest, they kind of had the lead the entire game, but this is the first time they've been trailing this late in the game. This will be a run up the middle as well. Getting just enough for a first down, I think, is Loudenberg. And so they will have a first down and 10 at the Doane 47-yard line.
Well, Jay, it just seems like in the second half, every time that it's an opportunity where Dakota Wesleyan, we saw that 3rd and 15, where they really need to execute, they are coming through and making big plays and executing. And every time Doane has had their back against the wall, they've gone, and turned the ball over on downs.
Nearly an interception there. 4 Doane players around 1 receiver, and that will set up second down and 10.
And I think if one thing will hurt Turner in this offense, it will be that right there. He's very confident in his arm. He's very confident in his receivers. And he's gone a few times through some very tight windows and thrown some very dangerous passes. I think it's a matter of time where Doane could get an interception sometime in this ballgame.
Second down and 10. Going to give this one up the middle. Big play on first down and being brought down after a gain of 9. This time with the carry, it's Marshall. And that'll set up third down and short. Third down and about 1, maybe inches even to go here for Dakota Wesleyan. 3:56 left here in the quarter. Turner in the pistol. They're going to give this, no, it'll be a play action fake. He's looking deep with it, and that'll be a first down and more. Breaking free down the sidelines. Great throw and a great route on the play for the Dakota Wesleyan offense down back inside the red zone. 3 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock, and Dakota Wesleyan, it just seems like they're making big play after big play.
Absolutely, and this quarter could not go any better for Dakota Wesleyan as they are just driving the ball up the field. What a great throw. That was thrown in the perfect spot for Dylan Turner and got his corner all turned around as he's going to be stuffed right in the backfield.
Yes, I was going to say, a great play there defensively from the Doane Tiger defense, and they read that read option right finally. It took them a little while to figure it out, but this time it's Hayden Rucker with the stop out of Kemp, Texas. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go now in the third. Second down and 13 upcoming. In the shotgun, Turner looking left. Throw is going to be well left, and he missed his intended target. That's the first time we've really seen him miss an open receiver today, and that'll set up third down and long.
Yeah, just trying to get that quick pass to the outside. Kind of rushed himself a little bit. And for Doane, this is another one of those big third downs where you cannot let Turner execute here. I don't think they have much of a kicking game as we've seen them go for it a lot on fourth down. So we'll see what happens about third and, I believe, 12 here.
Turner in the gun, 3 receivers right. This is a must stop for Doane. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left. Turner drops back to pass, looks right, nowhere ready to go. Pocket collapsing, looking to throw, still scrambling, going right, looking towards the middle of the field, throws it, it's dropped. But there is a flag, and I think they're going to get him for roughing the passer here, which would be a huge call because that was just such great defense from the Doane Tigers, and that would just break this front 7 if that is the official call on the play.
Yeah, Jay, I don't like to question the officials very often, but I believe that was one of those plays where it's so hard to ask a guy that's driving downhill at that fast to just stop his momentum there, especially when you have a quarterback that's running all over the place. And once he gets out of that pocket, there's a guy coming downhill full speed, and you're going to try to ask him to stop himself before he lays a hit on the quarterback. And that, I mean, I get we want to keep the players safe here, but that's just so hard to ask athletes of this caliber to do. And I don't think there was any malicious play there by Connor Hughes. He was just trying to make a play, coming downhill, and just happened to come up just a little bit late.
Yeah, so a big call against this Doane defense that finally played good defense in the secondary, gets a stop, and now it's first down and goal from the 8. Turner in the shotgun, empty set, looks left, throws left, the throw, perfect placement, caught, touchdown Dakota Wesleyan. They lead 56-42 over top of Doane.
What a pass. I just can't believe those passes that Turner makes where he has to put it right on a guy's shoulder, and that It was great coverage, really, and there's not much you could do when you have your back facing the quarterback in that situation, as we're going to see the replay right here, thanks to Stop and Shop of Crete for this replay. But that was just put in the perfect location on the corner of the end zone, and Turner's just been carving up the Doane defense so far.
Nearly block it, the extra point again, but this one goes through 57-42. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Ken's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Ken and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Ken's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Ken's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
Welcome back to Al Patrick Field, home of the Doane University Tigers, and the number 7 team in the country in a bit of trouble here, taking on the number 22 Dakota Wesleyan Tigers, down 57-42, 2:41 left to go here in the third quarter, and no signs of offense in the second half from Doane.
Yeah, and really no signs of defense either, Jay. It's been all Dakota Wesleyan, to be quite frank with you. They have completely and utterly dominated this third quarter, and this is not the NAIA game of the week for nothing. This Dakota Wesleyan team is the real deal here.
Hunter Bradley with the return, gets out across the 25 down to the 26, really nowhere to go. And the thing that's really stuck out to me is this Dakota Wesleyan defense is playing aggressive here in the second half, not allowing Doane to run the football at all. And that's why they had so much success in the first half. They used the run to set up the pass, and it just hasn't worked out so far here in the third.
Yeah, it's just not the same. They're trying to do the same things as they did in the first half. Just the execution's not there. As we saw them march up the field with ease for a bunch of drives in the first half, and we are not seeing that here.
First and 10, 2:35 left. Dropping back past Shadley. Looks right. Paul's completed. This is to Drew Klein. He gets out across the 30 to about the 36, maybe 37. That'll set up second down and about 5 upcoming for Doane. Shadley back from injury. His first start of the season, his first play of the season, had a huge first half, leading the Tigers to a 42-37 lead. But it's been 20-0 Dakota Wesleyan in the third quarter. 2 minutes to go in the period. 3 receivers left for Doane. Shadley going to give this one up the middle. Jensen gets out wide, breaks a tackle, out to the 40. 39-yard line officially, I think, is where it'll be marked down. And that'll be a first down for Doane. I believe that's the first down they've had here in the quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been really struggling here. And good run by Jensen. You know, it's guys like him that maybe can start to get you going, get you moving a little bit. Playmakers, excuse me, like that. That was a great run, and let's see if they can build off that as Shadley goes in the shotgun.
Trips out to the right, play action fake. Looks deep with it. He's got a man, and he overshoots Hunter Bradley, who was wide open. And Hunter Bradley a little frustrated on that. He had about 5 yards on the next closest Dakota Wesleyan defender, and Shadley showing his arm strength on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. We haven't noticed that Shadley's been gone for 3 weeks much until that throw. Because that's one of those throws where it's just so tough to gauge your guys if you're not going full speed in pads. You can't simulate that in practice. So, you know, he just overthrew him. But I think we're going to see Bradley be dangerous here later in the game as well.
Looks right. Ball's complete. Out to the right side. Breaking free. And a big completion to the outside for Jack Shadley. And another first down as Doane's offense starting to click a little bit here.
Yeah, good catch by Vitosh. He really waited for the play to develop. That was Cameron Vitosh there on the right side, who was filling in for Bradley after the long route. And a good job to let the play develop and really burst it upfield.
First down and 10 across the 50, out to the 47. Shadley in the gun, one back to his right. Drops back to pass, looks left, throws left, ball overthrown, looking up the middle for Beller, and it will drop incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up now for Doane. 1 minute, 12 seconds left in the third. And you got to think that they really need to put 6 on the board here.
Absolutely. They, especially with what we've seen from this Dakota Wesleyan offense, you have to do something here. And you have to go to get another stop for the defense as Coach Bessler's meeting with his defenses. This has just been one wild game right here.
They give the football to Jensen. Jensen makes a few men miss. Really good run from Jensen there. Gets out to the 44 on a 3-yard gain. As he fumbled the football on that play, but luckily Doane recovered it. So they'll have the football officially a 1-yard gain. There is an injury on the field. Looks like a Dakota Wesleyan defender. Take a look at some of the stats here in the football game. 57-43, Dakota Wesleyan out on top on Doane. Dakota Wesleyan has 573 yards of total offense. Doane down to 337. And so Dakota Wesleyan just really taking it to Doane. 316 passing, 257 rushing. And it looks like the defender is okay as we get a confirmation of who he is. That is number 6, Colin Helgett, the outside linebacker for Dakota Wesleyan.
Yeah, and once again, this is going to be a huge 3rd down here. And it's getting to the point where this could almost be 4-down territory because you're starting to see this game slip away from you. Down 57-42. There's 1 minute left of the 3rd quarter, and your defense is really struggling to stop this offense led by Dylan Turner. So we'll see what happens here with 3rd and 9.
They're going to play action fake, looking deep with it. The ball going to be overthrown. He was looking for Jacob Cornelius, and it falls incomplete there. So we'll see what they elect to do. It looks like they're going to punt this one away with 48 seconds left to go and trust their defense. Connor O'Toole back out on the field to punt this one away. Can really pin Dakota Wesleyan deep. And who knows, maybe Doane's defense just needs a stop to get them back into this, give Doane a little bit of momentum. Last time the first drive of the football game, Dakota Wesleyan was pinned deep. We saw a pick 6. So this punt's going to be very high, and it looks like it's going to be fair caught right at about the 16-yard line with 41 seconds left. That will be where Dakota Wesleyan takes over, and they can take this one down the field and almost put this one away.
Yeah, it could get very dangerous if Dakota Wesleyan scores here. You're in the danger zone if you're Doane defense. And this is time where you want to see guys like Brett Andrew, like those leaders on the defense, really start to make some plays. Tariq Mustafa, a turnover would be huge here, but a stop is really what you need. And let's see what this Doane defense can do.
First down and 10, Turner in the shotgun. He's going to give it to his back in the backfield. Big run on first down out to the 29-yard line. A 12-yard gain on first down for Loudenberg. And 34 seconds on the clock. Dakota Wesleyan already out of being backed up in their own territory.
And those little draw runs are so tough to defend for Doane because you got to trust the passer of Turner, and then when he hands it off, you're going back in pass coverage.
Here's a pass on the outside. It's caught. Loudenberg making a man miss, falls down after a gain of 7. Now set up 2nd down and 3.
Loudenberg is super slippery. He's tough to wrap up. So quick, and if you get him the ball in space, and that's what they're trying to do all the time, is just get him the ball in space, get him some room to run, and he can be very dangerous.
Well, we're heading into the 4th quarter. Doane down 57-42 in an unfamiliar spot at home. They haven't lost at home since 2015. We'll go ahead and take time out. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
What's your convenience emergency? When you're late for work but need your caffeine? Stop, shop, and roll. Headed to the big game but need ice, drinks, and munchies? Stop, shop, and roll. On your way home but you gotta grab some cold ones? Stop, shop, and roll. No matter what, the solution is Stop and Shop in Crete. Always open so you can get in, out, and on your way. So remember, in case of a convenience emergency, stop, shop, and roll. Stop and Shop, East Highway 33 in Crete. If you need an adult beverage, get to Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. Now, you could go anywhere for something cold, but then you'd be passing up a chance at real variety. At Fisher's, they carry the real party drinks. Flavored UV and Pinnacle Vodka, Captain Morgan's Cannon Blast, Picardo Black Rum, Special Edition Rolling Stones Tour Jose Cuervo Tequila, Serpent Bite plus kinky cocktails, and refreshing varieties like Wicked Mango, Black, Cherry, or Apple. If you want the insight on your new favorite drink, get to Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits, East Highway 33 in Crete. It's all you need to know. Please drink responsibly.
Welcome back to Doane University Sports. A throw downfield is caught, but it'll be out of bounds on second down and short. Really good throw there from Dylan Turner on the play. But anyway, Dakota Wesleyan now has 3rd down and 2 and close to a must-stop drive here for Doane. They can't really allow any points, down by 15 with 1 quarter to play.
Absolutely, and that's just a prime example of Dylan Turner, just the way he can put balls wherever he wants.
They're going to run this one up the middle, and it'll be a 1st down and more all the way out to the 45-yard line is where Loudenberg will be brought down. 1st down and 10, Dakota Wesleyan nearing midfield. 14:43 on the clock, 57-42. The number 22 team in the country has number 7 Doane on the ropes. This will be a run. No, it'll be a play-action fake. Turner looking deep. Nothing there. Turner eludes the sack. He is loose down the middle of the field. Breaks free. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Turner. And that's going to put Dakota Wesleyan on top, 63-42. And that was a big play from Dylan Turner.
This guy, man, is just unbelievable. This guy, he is going to do some damage in the GPAC, let me tell you, because if we get this replayed, look, he was under so much pressure. It looks like the pocket was collapsing on him. And the athletic ability to completely break through and run it in for a touchdown, that was a great job by Dylan Turner, and this is looking to be a very tough situation for Doane now.
Yeah, Doane now down 3 scores against this against this Dakota Wesleyan offense. 64-42 is the score. What a play from Turner as Turner scored. And, of course, he pointed at the camera when he scored, to show off a little bit. I mean, he's having a game of his career, and he has every right to do that.
I mean, I just got to say, I don't know. We're not used to giving player of the games to someone that's not from Doane, but if Dakota Wesleyan wins this game, you have to almost imagine that Dylan Turner is going to be the guy. You can just look at his stats. It's just unbelievable in all regards of the game so far.
Dylan Turner, 22 of 34, 324 yards, 4 touchdowns and interception. Dylan Turner, 11 carries, 122 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, he's their leading rusher. And most of those are not even from design. A lot of those are not even from designed rushing plays. It's just him being an athlete when Doane actually does have him on his heels, which has been a few times they've had a chance to sack him, and he's just, like we saw right there on that replay from Stop and Shop, he just turns up and goes up the field, and so athletic, so dangerous, can beat you in multiple facets. And it's just been tough sledding for Doane's defense against this guy.
That 55-yard score now gives Dakota Wesleyan 656 yards of offense as this ball is kicked away, and it will be returnable for Vitash. Doane needs a big play. Breaking free out to the 19-yard line. Doane has not been able to return the ball. That was definitely a big adjustment Dakota Wesleyan made at the halftime break after A.J. Allen's 76-yard touchdown return. They have not allowed Doane to really cross the 30 on any of these kick returns.
Yeah, and this is one of those situations where you're going to have to score, and you're going to have to score quick here because time is running out, and this Dakota Wesleyan offense is too darn good to be giving them opportunities. It's just, it's going to be tough. Jack Shadley's going to have to really rally up the guys here down 64-42 with 13 minutes remaining.
Shadley in the gun. He's going to look to pass this one and nearly intercepted. Good defense from Dakota Wesleyan. Good catch from Hunter Bradley for a 5-yard gain as well. That was a lot of trust in his receiver there from Shadley. So 2nd down and 5 coming up right near the 25-yard line. Looks like they're officially at the 24. Hurry up offense from Doane. 2 receivers to his left. Shadley will take the snap. He's going to give this one to Sondrup, who's loose on the outside, crossing the 30, out to the 37, and it'll be pushed out of bounds. Big run there for Sondrup, the first time he's been able to get loose in this one so far. 1st down and 10 at the 37. 13 minutes, 42 seconds left on the clock. Doane really needs a touchdown. Down by 22. Shadley's going to pass on 1st down. Play action, or I should say pump fake. The throw to Bradley is going to be too high and incomplete.
And that's the 2nd time they've gone back to that play. And doing a good job as the secondary of Dakota Wesleyan, as that was intended for Hunter Bradley. Absolutely no catch up at all on that pump fake. Just stuck his ground, kept the play in front of him. Good job. On the coverage that time was number 3. I believe that is Brandon Boggs, a senior.
2nd down and 10 at the 37. Play action fake. Shadley throws it deep. He's got Bradley. It's through his hands, incomplete. He had Bradley for a touchdown, and Bradley, who had his hands kind of tangled up, got his hands up there to make the catch, and unable to make the play was Hunter Bradley, who has had himself a rough game today.
So close to being 6. But it just seems like him and Shadley, a couple times those long passes have just not quite been on sync. That ball seemed to be on the money. It was a little bit kind of on the right shoulder side of Bradley, but that's a play that you expect your starting wide receiver to make.
3rd down and 10. Big play here for Doane. Dakota Wesleyan brings the house. Shadley gets loose on the right side. He's looking deep. He's got a man wide open, but instead he could go short. Decline. He had Vitosh streaking down the field, but that was a good throw from Shadley for the 1st down.
Yeah, just decided to go to the check down. He had Vitosh, but he had all sorts of just chaos flying right in his face. So I don't blame him for not looking to take a shot, as he was completely off balance going to the sideline. Probably a good choice by Shadley there.
This play is going to be a run for Sondrup, who goes down the middle of the field. 40, breaks a tackle at the 30 and falls forward to the 25, and this is the first time we've seen Doane deep in Dakota Wesleyan territory in the 3rd quarter. And going back to that last play, you saw the blitz and Shadley getting wide. What a great job from the receivers breaking off the routes to get open.
Yeah, and that was just good communication. You saw Shadley almost directing them with his hands. And that's a tough play that, an experienced quarterback might not make that play that Shadley did right there.
Sondrup breaks a tackle and gets hit by another defender, falls forward for a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9.
And Jay, we've been talking about how this offense has struggled a little bit in the 2nd half, but if you tune into last week's game, this is still a completely different, better team on offense for Doane. So if you could take anything from this game, which it looks like if it's going the way it's going, you might have to take a loss for Doane. You can at least take that offense, make it a step up with Shadley. You saw some very good things, especially in the 1st half, and we see him driving up the field here.
Play action fake, looking towards the end zone, nothing there. It'll be a dump down pass to Sondrup. Sondrup turning up down the sidelines. He'll fall out of bounds right near the 10 for another 1st down. 12 minutes, 23 seconds left. Plenty of time for Doane, especially if they can drive it down the field like they are. But their defense has not been able to stop the Tigers in the 2nd half.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's almost, you wonder if they score here, they maybe just have to, take a risk and try to get a pooch kick or an onside kick, because whether you give it to Dakota Wesleyan at the 40-yard line or you give it to them at the 20-yard line, it seems like it's not affecting them as they're just driving up the field. As we see Mustafa stuffed right at the line of scrimmage there, Jay, and it's going to be 3rd, I believe it's going to be 2nd down here, 2nd and 10.
Yep, no room for Mustafa to run there, setting them 2nd down and 10 at the 12. Down by 22. Really, a field goal is not an option. They're going to have to get a 2-point conversion at some point. Shadley in the shotgun, one back to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Shadley looking right, rolls right. He's going to keep it and run it, trying to make a man miss, falling forward right near the sticks, but he got a 1st down. And that was one of those plays you can tell Shadley was a little scared about his back there.
Well, and I know it's unpopular, especially when you got a running quarterback, but I'd like to see him slide there, because nothing good can happen when you're spinning around like that, completely unprotected as a quarterback, especially coming off of back surgery. You made the good run, you got the 1st down, just go down to the ground.
They give it to Mustafa, who falls forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Doane Tigers, their first of the second half, making the score 64-48. And now Doane, I think, is going to kick the extra point, get the easy point before they have to start thinking about a 2-point conversion. 11 minutes, 18 seconds left. Like I said, plenty of time in the football game for Doane to come back. It's going to be whether or not they can get a stop.
Absolutely, and that was promising. That drive is the drive that you expected coming to the second half from Doane, and we have not been seeing. But I saw a lot of plays there by Shadley where he was forced to really make the play and make a decision, and he did that, and that was great job by Shadley throughout that drive. And we'll see if Doane can get a stop or what they elect to do on this kickoff. As you know, there's, like you said, there's still a lot of time.
Thank you very much, Stop and Shop, for the instant replay. A nice power run from their power back, Najee Mustafa, for his second touchdown in the ball game. 11 minutes, 18 seconds left. 15-point lead for Dakota Wesleyan. The score was 42-37 at the half, and we thought, well, these defenses are going to come out and get some stops, you know, and the scoring will go down. Well, we're over well over 100 points now at 113 overall points and 700 yards, or I should say more than 700 yards of offense. Dakota Wesleyan at 656, Doane at 419, over 1,000 yards of offense in the football game.
Unbelievable, Jay. It's just been one of those games where it's just been offense galore as we see Doane finally get into the tally here in the second half. As Franzen is talking up the special teams units. We'll see what they decide to do here. As Dakota Wesleyan looks like they're prepared to receive it deep, as it'll be Bryce Cooney who will kick it off, and we'll see if they elect to go with an onside kick or pooch kick here.
Like you said, Cooney will kick it away deep. For Dakota Wesleyan is Spencer Neugebauer. Cooney will kick this one away for the Doane Tigers. And it's going to be an onside kick. The ball's loose, and it's tipped, and I think that might have hit Doane first. Doane does have the football. I think it might have hit the back of one of Doane's players, and that's going to be the ruling, but we'll see what the call is. It looks like Doane has the football, but there is a flag. I don't know if it was an offsides call or what.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, Jay, but all I'm going to tell you is that just didn't look right. Something looked to have gone illegal on that play. As the ball bounced up, really never getting a chance to receive it was Dakota Wesleyan. Somebody must have jumped off sides, or like you said, I believe it hit someone almost in the back of the leg before, as we'll watch the replay here.
Yeah, and like I said, the only thing that could have happened was Dakota Wesleyan tipping it, and that would give Doane the football because it didn't go 10 yards before it was touched. And so the refs are having a long discussion down there. Too bad we can't give them the replay booth to take a look at it.
I believe if they're going to call it right, it's going to be Dakota Wesleyan's ball. But, I mean, obviously, if you're a Doane fan or if you're anyone on the Doane sideline, you got to hope that this is going to go your way. But that just did not seem like a legal onside kick.
It was boom, boom. There was a Doane player and a Dakota Wesleyan. They're going to re-kick it. Did they say illegal formation? Is that what they said?
I believe that's what they said. Somebody must have lined up wrong or was lined up in front of the line. They're going to kick it again. And honestly, this is really has no effect for Doane because, in my opinion, it should be Dakota Wesleyan's ball. But they get to kick it again. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to have another onside kick or if they elect to go deep.
That was boom, boom play, like I said. Now they got to kick off again, and they'll be expecting it now. And I'm going to be honest with you, it was as close as it can possibly be.
Well,
we'll just go over that after watching it again.
We had a couple of angles of it there, and it's just it's one of those things. Like, it just the two guys came in right at the same time. And I personally think it hit the Doane guy right, like I'd say 9 yards into the kick, in the back of the leg, kind of in that region. And I think it definitely probably should be Dakota Wesleyan's ball.
Yeah, and there was a Dakota Wesleyan player right there but I think it just hit Doane right ahead of him. And so Doane kind of catching a break. Now they can kick it deep with no time really going off the clock.
My opinion is they should just go ahead and try it again, personally. You don't have much to lose at this point.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. As this kick is going to be short, right about, and they call a fair catch at the 25-yard line. So this was a break for Doane, in my opinion, is Dakota Wesleyan, no time, runs off the clock. Dakota Wesleyan gets the ball at the 25.
Yeah, and I think what Doane was trying to do, we saw them do this last week. I think they were trying to do one of those where they dump it in between a couple guys and then chase down and go and get the ball. It just wasn't executed. And I mean, honestly, smart play by the Dakota Wesleyan player there, because in that situation, you're not really looking to return it as being one of the upbacks. You're just trying to not make a mistake there. So you just called the fair catch, just, made the play. Nothing hurts you in that situation because you get to keep the ball, especially with the way your offense has been running. As we see a quick pass to the left side by Turner. I believe that was caught by Adams, who's been the main target over there on the left side, as they get 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 5 now, as we'll take it back to Jay.
Yeah, 11 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Doane's going to have to force a few stops here if they're going to have a chance. 64-49. This will be a run play. It will be an official run play, and breaking loose down the sidelines, a touchdown-saving tackle for Doane. A good carry there on second down for Dakota Wesleyan and number 26, Gage Marshall, who's starting to rack up the yardage. So Dakota Wesleyan football. This will be a run play. Marshall down the right side. Nowhere to go this time. Maybe a yard on the play. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left for Doane's chances at an undefeated season. 2nd down and 8 coming up. We definitely have seen Doane can score. It's whether they can stop Dakota Wesleyan. Number 22 in the country, looking for the upset on the road. Bubble screens open on the outside. Falling forward for a first down is Dakota Wesleyan. And that was due to great blocking from Hayden Adams on the outside.
Hayden Adams has really done a lot. He's been kind of that Robin to the Batman, if you will. That Turner has really been the leader of this offense, but he couldn't be where he is without Adams. As Adams has been making a ton of plays and being right where Turner wants him a lot of the time.
3rd down and 1. 10 minutes left to go in the fourth, and he is going to be stopped short. What a play in the backfield by this Doane defense, setting up 4th down. And if you're Dakota Wesleyan, what do you do in this situation? You have the lead, 15-point lead, under 10 minutes to go.
And not a great spot for Dakota Wesleyan, honestly, when it's ruled a full yard. I thought it maybe was a little closer, but I don't agree with this necessarily. I think you punted. I think this is kind of arrogant in your offense, and it can really blow up in your face. You have the game really in wraps if you put them back in their own territory, but we'll see what happens here.
It's going to be a read option. They give it up the middle, and they will just get that first down. Yeah. Got it by about a yard, and that's confidence in your offense.
I guess so. What do I know? But I definitely was very surprised they went for it, Jay. But, hey, that's just – I guess that's the confidence you show when you have 64 points in a ball game. So, it ended up paying off for him.
No, I completely agree. I probably would have punted it as well. But a lot of trust in that offense. A lot of positives from Doane so far in this drive, though. They're proving they can stop them in short-yarded situations, but there's a 6-yard carry on first down. That's where Dakota Wesleyan has really ate up this Doane defense, is first down runs. They seem to get 6-7 yards every time.
And, Jay, I don't mean to get on my soapbox here, but this is where I really don't understand the hurry-up offense. Why are you trying to get plays so quick when you're up late in the game trying to melt the clock? It makes no sense to me.
8 minutes, 48 seconds left. The clock continues to run. And you're exactly right. Snapping it with 15 seconds left on the play clock. Looking for the end zone. Too far. And that stops the clock with 2nd down and 4.
It's just why not? You've had running backs. You've had players that have proven, to be able to get you yards on the ground. Why not go into a huddle, take down the clock, snap it with 4 seconds? As they're hurrying to get to the line again with 8:30. I mean, now it doesn't matter as much because the clock is stopped. But it's just, I understand that you want to be a high-pace offense, you want to score a lot of points, but eventually there's got to be a time where it becomes victory time, and transform into a different team.
They're going to give this up the middle, and that's going to be enough for another first down. So they continue to move the chains inside the 35, now down to the 33 with 8:34 to go.
And see, that's exactly what I was talking about. Great play. Just hand it off to your running back who's had a great game. Luke Landenberger's had a great game. Trust him. He runs right up the middle, gets the first down. They have done a great job on the ground and through the air. See, once again, though, there's 20 seconds on the play clock, and they're going to go ahead and snap it.
In the shotguns, Dylan Turner, and he will pass it on first down. Looking to the left side. The ball's thrown. It's caught. Good move. At the 20, breaks a tackle, falling forward down to near the 10-yard line. And Dakota Wesleyan threatening again.
And conversely to what I'm saying here, there is something to be said with sticking with your offense and sticking with what you do best. And maybe that's just what Dakota Wesleyan decides they're going to do in this situation. We're built to go fast. We're built to score a lot of points. And that's what we're going to do to a fault. And that's what they're continuing to do as Landenberger gets the ball here, gets it down to the 4-yard line. Now with 7:49 remaining as they're in the red zone. I think they're going to mark it around the 4, Jay, but just if you're Doane, it's just so frustrating just to watch them just constantly just eat up yards after yards after yards. You can barely even make subs in time before the play's right back in your throat.
So Dakota Wesleyan leading 64-49, 7.5 to go. Doane almost needing to force a turnover. Getting wide there is Turner going nowhere, and that'll set up 3rd down and 1 at the 5-yard line. Dakota Wesleyan now 726 yards of offense.
And you know what, to be honest with you, Jay, the way this team has been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they go to 4th down here and still go for it. They have yet to line up a field goal, and I don't know what they are in the kicking category either, as we've seen some extra points be very iffy. So who knows?
They're going to give it up the middle, spinning and falling down, and then he's going to be short at the 5-yard line. That'll set up 4th down and inches. And here is a interesting situation. If they kick the field goal, that gives them an 18-point lead, which is big. That would make it a 3-possession game. But we've seen 2 extra points missed, 1 blocked. So you got to believe Doane's bring the house. This can change the entire momentum of the game. Also, I see Cole Wiseman on the sidelines very frustrated. I don't think he's coming back into the football game.
And that's too bad. You know, you lose a playmaker on defense like Wiseman. But like you said, you'd love to see a kick blocked if you're Doane, as they've blocked 2 extra points already. And this is basically an extra point.
Kicks up, and the kick is going to be good. So that makes it 67-49 with 6:19 left to go. Big play for Dakota Wesleyan, a big stop there for Doane, but it is a 3-possession game. Doane's going to have a lot of things go their way. They do have 3 timeouts, but they're going to have to score in a hurry.
Yeah, and if I'm Doane, I'm going to tell you that I think you got to score in less than 3 minutes here. That's a lot to ask, but you got to get up the field, you got to score less than 3 minutes, and you know what? You're going to have to turn right back around and try another one of those onside kicks. You're just at that point of the ball game. You're at the point where if there's a pick, you got to take some risks. Losing by 25, 30 points and losing by 2 touchdowns doesn't make any difference. It's still a loss. So we'll see if they try to take some risk. And you know what would be nice here, Jay, is a big return. That would make things a lot easier as Bradley and Vitosh are back there deep to return for the Tigers.
Dakota Wesleyan has 3 backs with over 100 yards rushing, including Dylan Turner. Turner, 121, Loudenberg, 121, and Gage Marshall, 106. All of them averaging at least 5 yards a carry. There's 371 rushing yards and 355 passing yards in this football game for Dakota Wesleyan. Doane has 419 yards of offense, 49 points on the board, and they're down by 18. Some crazy stats out there on Alpapic Field today, but there is still 6 minutes and 19 seconds left. I do believe they're going to have to score fast. Dakota Wesleyan just drove the ball 70 yards and took 5 minutes off the scoreboard. So the kick is away. It's going to be a squib kick, and this is going to bounce right into Vitosh's hands. Take the ball up the middle of the field. Good defense from Dakota Wesleyan, and they're going to stop him at about the 18-yard line. That's where Doane will take over and set up shop. They're going to have to go 82 yards in a few minutes to really give themselves somewhat of a chance here. First down and 10 upcoming at the 19-yard line. Jack Shadley in the football game, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, 19 of 29, no turnovers. And so he's going to have to lead them down the field here. Trips out to the right side for Doane. 67-49, they trail. Shadley looks right, throws right. It's a quick screen out to Klein. He gets a block, and he gets out of bounds. Big job there, and he gets the first down.
That's a good way to start, Jay. That's a good way to start. I like those screen passes to Klein. I like getting Klein and Cornelius really, really involved here. And, you know, you're going to have to basically almost consistently go through the air here because you cannot afford to chew up any clock.
First down and 10 for Doane. It looks like there's an injured player on the field for Dakota Wesleyan. That's Tyrell Haley, 5'10", 190-pound junior that will be helped off the field. Also an amazing stat, Hayden Adams, receiver for Dakota Wesleyan, 16 catches, 222 yards, and 3 touchdowns. First down and 10 upcoming for Doane. They are at the 31, 6:02 and counting on the clock. They're going to play action fake this. Looking deep is Shadley. He's got a man. Cornelius open. And it's dropped at the 25-yard line. Now, that ball was underthrown as well, but that ball should have been caught.
That was a little underthrown, but if you're Cornelius, you'd like to see him recognize that, stop, and just kind of at least make the catch. That's still a big play, even if you don't take that to the house. If it was on the money, he would have been gone, but Shadley's had a couple of those where he's just been a little bit off, but you expect Cornelius to make that catch, the senior wide receiver, on his 5th year.
Second down and 10. Shadley breaking free, crossing out to about the 40, just short of the first down, so the clock will continue to run, so they're going to have to hurry here.
Time is not Doane's friend. Time or the Dakota Wesleyan offense is not Doane's friend in the situation. They're going to have to march up the field from the 40 here. Shotgun for Shadley.
Shadley play action fake, and he's going to keep it up the middle of the field out to the 50. Just short of the 50, I should say, out to the 47. That stops the clock momentarily, and it'll be a first down for Doane, but they're going to have to hurry up. 5:24 left to go.
Clock's going out. You got to get it snaps.
Play action fake. Shadley drops back to pass. Looks deep with it. He's got Bradley. Bradley catches this one. 10-5. Touchdown. 53-yard completion from Shadley to Bradley, and Doane's not done yet.
A great little stop-and-go route for Bradley, as I'm sure we're going to get the replay here shortly, but Doane's going to line up for the extra point as it's now 67-55 pending the extra point. As here is the replay here. As you see, he does that little hitch route and really beats his defender, and a great ball thrown by Shadley right on the money. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Doane. And this game just continues to get crazier and crazier. Just when you think Doane's out of it, you know, they get right back into it as they could put this within 11 with an extra point.
Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. 5 minutes, 8 seconds left to go. Doane down by 11. 67-56. We'll see what they elect to do. Maybe onside kick it again here. It worked pretty well last time. They just got to kick it a little bit harder this time, I think, if they're going to get it. But Doane, you know, set themselves up nicely there with 3 timeouts. They are going to have to force a 3-and-out eventually here, though.
Yeah, I think you have to onside kick it because, 1, you don't have much time. 2, this offense is too good. And 3, you're still down 2 scores. So I think that's, and unfortunately, that's, I think, your only option if you're truly going for it here. But we'll see. I mean, maybe they're thinking a little differently than we are up here, but I think you're going to have to tell Cooney to, you know, get another onside kick here as they're in the huddle as Franza goes and talks to him there.
The thing is, if they do onside kick it, a field goal doesn't hurt. You're still down by 2 scores. But you're going to have to force a turnover, or you're going to have to force a 3-and-out eventually, because they have 3 timeouts left. So that will help them with 1 drive, but eventually they have to change a possession somewhere, because with only 5 minutes and 8 seconds left, Dakota Wesleyan's really controlled the football, having the ball for 31 minutes and 35 seconds in the ball game compared to 23 minutes for Doane. We'll see what they do. Cooney sets this one up. 5:08, nobody deep for Dakota Wesleyan. Maybe Pooch kicked this one. As Cooney, that's what he's going to do. He puts it where nobody's at. The ball is loose at the 20, the 15, and falling on it at the 10. And I think I kind of liked what they did there. Obviously, they're going to have to get some stops, but that changes the field position big time.
Yeah, that was a great idea, but I think what you want to do is just a little bit more depth on it and drop it just a little bit in between your guys and theirs. It was just a little bit too long and low to the ground there as it got to him in a hurry. But you were gonna have to make stops eventually, like you said. So a 3-and-out would be huge for this Doane defense. And if any time, now is the time, as they have not made a lot of 3-and-outs, giving up 67 points.
Play action pass on first down. He throws it downfield, and it's caught. Wow, what a catch on the outside. And that was great defense. It looked like it was going to be too high, but the pass is caught for a first down and moved the sticks right away is Dakota Wesleyan.
And that's exactly what we were talking about with Adams. Everything that is thrown this guy's way is like a vacuum. He just eats it up. It doesn't matter how many arms by defenders, how many guys are draped over him. That gives Turner a lot of confidence that if he knows he has any lie of the days, we see a run for a first down there. If it looks like a fumble, Jay, and that could be huge.
We'll see what the official ruling is here. It was a first down carry. The ball was loose. Doane says they have the football, and they're going to say that it looks like they're discussing if he was down or not. This was as close. And it's Doane football with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left, and they got the turnover they needed. It looked like Dakota Wesleyan was going to continue to move the football and move it down and drive it down Doane's throats until the end of the game. But now Doane has the ball at the 40-yard line. Let's take a look at the stop and shop replay on that one. Again, Dakota Wesleyan fumbling the ball at the 40-yard line, giving Doane plenty of time with 3 timeouts to get within a field goal even.
And that's just unbelievable. It's just, you made a play there. That's exactly what you needed for the defense. As we look at that replay one more time, but now Shadley's going to come out in the pistol here.
They're going to give to Sondrup on first down, who gets stopped right near the 35, close to a 5-yard gain. Doane's going to have to work quick here. They don't have to work quite as quick as they would have had to. But if they can score, with 2 minutes or so left with 3 timeouts, it makes it a lot more interesting, that is for sure. Second down and 5. Drop back to pass to Shadley. Looking to his right. Good blocking on the outside. Completes the... Oh, Barrickman drops the pass on second down and 5. And so that'll stop the clock, and a big third down upcoming for Doane.
Jay, that almost looked like a borderline late hit there. I mean, coming across for Dakota Wesleyan was Austin Van Poel, number 35. And right after Barrickman dropped it, there was a couple seconds that he got a good hit in. And, you kind of wonder, but we're going to see third down now.
Third down and 5 upcoming for Doane. Shadley in the shotgun. It's a passing situation. Quick throw to the outside. Great catch from Hunter Bradley for a first down. It was an underthrown ball, but Bradley able to get his hands under the football for the catch. That stops the clock with 4 minutes to go here in the football game. First and 10, Doane at the 28. They're looking for the play from the sidelines. Out on the field, Bradley, Beller, Klein, and Cornelius in at receiver. In the backfield is Sondrup along with Jack Shadley. 4 minutes to go. And Jack Shadley, credit him, 333, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers in the ball game in his first game back from injury. 67-56. Here's the passing situation for Doane. Great block by Sondrup. Allows Shadley to get forward. Luckily, Shadley put away the football there at the last minute, but he had that football dangling out there, but falls forward for maybe a gain of 1.
And I like that play call. In an obvious passing situation, Dakota Wesleyan brings the house almost, and really Shadley had no time for the routes to develop. Good play there by Dakota Wesleyan.
This time Shadley's going to pass. He has time. Looks, throws it deep. This one going to be up and caught by Hunter Bradley. Just reaches over top of the defender and just makes a play with 3:29 left to go in the football game. Now the officials are discussing the hat is off, which means somebody stepped out of bounds at some point. And I'm not sure if Bradley was forced out of bounds first. We'll take a look at the Stop and Shop instant replay. But Bradley jumps up and makes an unbelievable catch for the first down, and it is officially ruled a first down catch down inside the 10. 3.5 to go. Doane can make it a one-possession game, and what looked dreary for the Tigers is looking a lot more positive now.
And this is just an unbelievable game. Once you thought the Tigers were out, the fact that they are just courageously jumping back to this game, it's 67-56. Shadley has the ball here at the 5-yard line. Let's see what he does.
They're going to give it to Sondrup on first down. Sondrup's going to be stuffed at the 5. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Tick, tick, tick. That clock continues to run. Now there's a pile on the ground, almost a delay of game down there. And they're hurrying up. 15 seconds nearly off the clock. Shadley rushes back to line. 2:55 on the clock. Bradley singled on the right side. Look for them to look on that side. 2:50, and that's where they go. Deep ball to Bradley. Bradley jumps, can't make the catch, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Just needed to loft that one a little bit more, and I think he makes it, but that sets up 3rd down here. And Doane can kick a field goal if they want to, but I think they really want a touchdown to give themselves a chance to win it compared to have to go for 2 and tie up the football game.
And that's one where you want that ball to be upstairs a little bit more. The only place where Bradley can catch it is he had the height advantage, but right now I think it's 4th down territory, Jay, but we'll see. I mean, like you said, they're 11 points down. They could kick a field goal.
2:45. Shadley's going to have to burn one of those big timeouts after the incomplete pass. 2:45 left to go. The clock's running now, and I don't know why the clock's running. I think they're going to fix that. There's 2:45 on the clock. But again, Doane trails 67-56 in this one. We're going to go ahead and take a quick 30-second timeout. This is Doane University football on News Channel Nebraska.
With the new name comes a new commitment to health. I'm Chad Juergens, CEO at Jefferson Community Health and Life in Fairbury. Our commitment to your health goes beyond the walls of our buildings. We're expanding our reach into the community, allowing us to have a deeper impact on your life. Keeping you healthy from birth to the golden years is our goal. It's quality care you can trust for a lifetime. Jefferson Community Health and Life, Fairbury. See our commitment to health at jchealthandlife.org.
And welcome back to Doane University football. 3rd down and goal from the 6. Shadley standing at his own 10 in the pistol. Twins to his left. Shadley, play action fake, rolls out right, trying to find somebody to throw to. He's got a man, caught, touchdown Doane, Drew Klein. Standing wide open in the end zone on a crossing route. And that is Jack Shadley's 4th touchdown pass. And now 67-62, Doane right back in it. Here's the stop and shop replay. That was all because Shadley was able to get out wide, get away from the defenders, and it looks like Doane's going to go for 2 and make it a 3-point game.
And one word, playmaker. That's exactly what that was. He rolled out.
2 minutes, 40 seconds left. 67-62. Key 2-point conversion here. Doane with the football. Motion man is Cornelius. We're going to get a false start penalty on Doane. That is a big call here. And that pretty much forces them to go for 2, I think. If you consider going for the extra point, it's going to be a deep extra point now. 2:40 to go. And so Doane going to move back 5 yards on the play. So again, 2-point conversion opportunity for the Doane Tigers. 67-62. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the football game. Shadley in the gun. This will be a passing situation. Lofting it to Bradley in the end zone, and it's going to be well high and out of bounds, so they do not get it. That doesn't end anything. It just ends a field goal opportunity to tie the game. So Doane's going to have to score, but they have to get a stop. 2 timeouts left in the game. Obviously, that burn timeout by Shadley down by the end zone killed them, but it also allowed them to set up a play to score and get within 5 points.
And we're back to the same question of, are they going to onside kick it or kick it deep? And I'm on the school of maybe if they come out expecting the onside kick, go back to that pooch kick. If they don't come out expecting the onside kick, I think you onside kick it. Because you just can't afford to kick it deep completely, because I think this offense is too good to not at least give your team a chance to get the ball back. I'm not saying you can't stop them if you're not successful, but I think you at least need to give yourself a chance to get the ball right back, because this offense is, I mean, they put up 67 points against you if you're looking at it that way.
I think the benefit to pooch kicking it and compared to onside kicking it is if you get a stop, your offense does not have to march down quite as far. The onside kick benefit is the better chance of recovering it. So there's a lot of thought onto either way, and kicking it deep even has its benefits because you have 2 timeouts, and if you get a 3 and out, you get really good field position and you need a touchdown. So not being able to kick a field goal really changes this planning process for Doane, and I think they might try to do the same thing. Smart by Dakota Wesleyan to move their returner deep on this play. So Cooney with the kick here, and it is going to be a pooch kick very high. He calls for the fair catch, comes up and catches it at the 28, so no time goes off. You know, that is an interesting thing. They didn't have to do the onside kick. They have 2 timeouts, but they're going to have to get a stop.
Yeah, I like that. I think a perfect kick, it bounces and you have a chance to catch it. Cooney, it was a decent kick. I think last time it was a little too low. This time it was a little too high, but they're still starting the ball on the 29-yard line. And like you said, took no time off the clock. Your defense has to come through here with, if not the first 3 and out, you have to get in the second. After you can't allow more than 2 first downs.
First down and 10. 2 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock for Dylan Turner and this offense. He's got twins to his right. It's going to be a run on first down, breaking a tackle, getting loose. That's going to be a 5-yard gain on first down, almost 6. Clock continues to run. Doane electing not to use a timeout, probably the right move. And that's the thing, those first down carries have really come back to bite Doane. 2 minutes, 20 seconds and counting now. They don't have to snap this one until there's about 1:56 on the clock. Now they are electing to let the clock run down. Maybe that will mess with their offense a little bit. They've been running hurry up all game long. Twins out to the left side. Obvious running situation here for Dakota Wesleyan. And that's what's going to be. It's going to be a read option, and it's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Doane's going to call a timeout. 1:56 to go. It'll be 3rd down and 4. And like 1:55 officially on the clock now. Doane needs one more stop for a chance to win this one.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting to see if they're gonna ride with what's worked with them the whole time and have, Dustin Turner try to throw a pass here. But the risk in that is, if it's an incomplete pass, you give Doane even more time to work with. But if you run it and you get stopped, I think that Dakota Wesleyan is going to stick to their guns. I think they're going to look to find Adams from Turner, which has been a big key. They've been really going to Adams all game. He's shown good hands. He's ran good routes. They've had a hard time covering him, and especially with Wiseman out, I think they're going to try to target Adams here for a short catch and get the first down. So we'll see what happens.
A first down does not necessarily end it, I do not believe, with one timeout for Doane. But it definitely comes down to the point where they can get that final snap off for a punt, with less than 10 seconds almost. So the Doane crowd getting loud here at Al Papik Field. 3rd down and 4 at the 35.
And this game's really lived up to the billing, huh, Jay?
Yes. 62-67. Dakota Wesleyan with the lead. It's going to be a read option. Sweep to the outside, breaking some tackles. He's going to be short. Dakota Wesleyan is going to have to punt the football away to Doane with 1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. What a game here at Al Papik Field. The NAIA game of the week, number 7, Doane. Early in the 4th quarter looked like they were dead in the water, making a huge comeback. 1:50 to go. 1:52 officially.
Jack Shadley's had one heck of a return, but guess what? He could lock up player of the game. He could lock up the win. He could make this one of the best comebacks, at least I've seen since I've been at Doane. He's going to have 150, probably after the punt, call it 140 and some change with no timeouts to march the ball, what I'm guessing is going to be 70, 80 yards up the field. So we'll see what happens here. And This is unbelievable. This is just, I don't know what to say. I could have told you early in the fourth quarter the way Doane was playing, I thought that this game was going to be over by this point.
This is the interesting part here. Doane's probably going to bring a little bit on the punt. The most important thing is to not rough the punter. We have seen Dakota Wesleyan do that rugby-style punt almost, and so be careful of that as well. Also, no Cole Wiseman back there to return, so Trent Geary is back to return this one. It's going to be a punt, and it's going to be a short punt. The ball bounces back towards Doane's side of the field, and they're going to get the ball at the Doane 40, looks like 43-yard line.
Jay, and I'm going to go back to this. That not last drive for Dakota Wesleyan, but the drive before, where they were snapping the ball with 15, 20 seconds left. Think of how much time that gave Doane in their back pocket to come back in this game. I know they are a hurry-up offense, but sometimes that's where it comes back to bite you, because you just keep giving the other offense more chances because you're not eating up a lot of clock on your drives.
Jack Shadley in the shotgun, trips out to the right. 1 minute, 44 seconds to go. Shadley gets the snap. He'll roll out right, looking right. Got to get loose, got to get rid of the football. Throws it, nearly intercepted. Shadley's probably just got to get rid of that one, but it does fall incomplete. 1:37 on the clock. Good pressure from Dakota Wesleyan on the play. Second down and 10 upcoming from the 43. Plenty of time. 1:36, no timeouts. Got to aim for those sticks, stop the clock, but it'll be second down and 10 upcoming for Doane.
Yeah, and you'd like to see Shadley just throw that ball up to us almost. I mean, that was a little dangerous. I get that he's wanting to make a play, but at that point you got to cut your losses a little bit.
Shadley takes the snap. They're going to give it to Sondrup up the middle. He gets some blocking, falling forward out near midfield, changing it up a little bit. That sets up third down and 4.
I don't mind that play call, Jay. Just make it third and manageable. It's 4-down territory. Get the little draw. Shadley's already ready to snap it. You still got 1:23 and one timeout in your pocket.
Third down and 4. Big play. Shadley's going to pass this one, looking for somebody. Nobody open. Looking deep with it. Nearly, and he's going to be sacked at the 40-yard line. That is a big play, and that'll set up 4th down and 12 upcoming for Doane. 1:06 left to go. No timeouts. They're going to have to make a play here. 4th down and 12. Shadley in the shotgun comes down to this, down 67-62. Shadley, play action fake, looking deep with it. He's going to go deep with it. He's got Cornelius wide open. It's caught. 20, 15, 10. On 4th down and 12, he completes it down to the 10-yard line with 42 seconds left.
Unbelievable. That was unreal. Just as I was going to get on Shadley for taking that sack, because we take the replay, having him back, look, what?
What a game. Doane is fired up. Dakota Wesleyan calls timeout. 42 seconds left to go. They have the football at the 10-yard line. And if you're Dakota Wesleyan, the one thing you cannot have done is get beat deep on 4th down and 12. And Jacob Cornelius stood wide open at the 20-yard line.
It looked like all their focus was on the right side towards Bradley's side and that side. And their defense completely just disregarded the fact that Cornelius was even there. And just unreal that you're not in better coverage than that with 4th and 12. And Shadley just took the sack the play before, which I was wondering why he didn't throw it away. And then the clock's running. You have one timeout left. And then you forced Dakota Wesleyan to take a timeout. You didn't even have to use one.
Yeah, and again, this is not over by any means. Doane still got to put it into the end zone. And then it comes, you got to go for 2 and force a field goal situation.
You can even run it a couple times if you want, Jay.
Exactly. You have 10 yards, 1st down and goal to go. 42, you might want to run it one time, eat some clock. This wants to be, they score and do not give Dakota Wesleyan a chance. They have Klein to the right and Bradley to the right. Cornelius split left.
Jensen in the backfield.
And they're going to give it to Sondrup in the backfield. He breaks free. Touchdown, Doane Tigers. They take the lead with 37 seconds left, 68-67. And you see all of the recruits on the sidelines watching this game. Doane storms back from being down by 22 to take the lead 68-67.
I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end of this game, Jay. This is unreal. Now they're lined up. You can go for 2 and make it a 3-point game. Might as well at this point.
Yeah, and Dakota Wesleyan not happy about something.
Well, probably about giving up a 50-yard pass.
Yes, no, that's exactly right. 68-67. A must go for 2 here because an extra point really doesn't help you. So 2-point conversion puts them at 70. 68-67. 37 seconds left. Looks like Dakota Wesleyan going to elect to call a timeout. And what a game that we have going here. The most points scored between both teams, 141. We're at 135 between these two teams. So if somehow Dakota Wesleyan comes out and scores, we're going to have an NAIA record. But Doane at home looking like they could pull a comeback of the century in what might be the greatest game that I have witnessed at Al Papik Field.
Yeah, and that was actually Doane. He used the timeout. They're going to try to draw up something, make this a 3-point game to really make sure that you cover all your bases to where if it's a field goal, it's only a tie ball game. But both teams are on almost 70 points.
Well, both teams now right around 600 yards. Jack Shadley, 409 yards passing, 4 touchdowns to go along with 21 yards on the ground. 68-67, a big 2-point conversion upcoming for the Doane Tigers. Shadley in the shotgun. Mustafa behind him. Sondrup to his left. Split back formation. Shadley going to play action fake. Rolling right. He's going to keep it. Stumbles, just has to keep it. And so that allows Dakota Wesleyan the opportunity, if they can drive it downfield with 1 timeout, to win it with a field goal. But right now we got to focus on what just happened. The Doane Tigers storm all the way back, down by 22. Somehow gets the football into the end zone to take a 68-67 lead on 4th down and 12. Obviously the play of the game. Shadley hits Cornelius for the touchdown.
Yeah, that Cornelius pass that set up the touchdown by Sondrup is just that's big players making big plays. Cornelius, the 5th-year senior, Shadley, the senior quarterback who just come back. And that is just remarkable. This has just been one of those games where you almost, like, if somebody didn't make it and you were trying to tell them what happened in this game, I literally don't know if I could tell them. Like, because it's just been so much.
So they will kick it away to Dakota Wesleyan. The first time they've had to kick it deep in a while here. 37 seconds left. Kicking it away will be Bryce Cooney. Kick away for Cooney. And it's going to be a pooch kick. And the ball is going to bounce at the 25. It's loose. It is caught. And a good return down the sidelines for Dakota Wesleyan. And they're going to get the football at near the 40. They're going to give him credit at the 42-yard line. And so Dakota Wesleyan, realistically, you would think with the kicking game that they've had so far, they're going to have to get down near almost the 15-yard line to have a realistic chance to kick it a field goal. 33 seconds on the clock, 1 timeout left. 68-67, Doane leading this one. Dakota Wesleyan with the chance. Dylan Turner's been great all day. Drops back to pass. Looks right. Dump off pass. The back's got room. That's going to be a 1st down and more. Clear out near the 50, out to the 46-yard line. 1st down, 27 seconds left to go. And they're down to the 45 of Doane. Tigers against the Tigers. NAIA game of the week. And we're going to get a full start here on Dakota Wesleyan. A big-time penalty, 25 seconds left. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuning into this one on ncnsportsnow.com. It is the NAIA game of the week. Dakota Wesleyan, number 22 in the country. Doane, number 7, defending their home field right now. 1st down and 15 for Dakota Wesleyan. And in at quarterback is Dylan Turner. 400 382 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. 127 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Dakota Wesleyan trying to get their offense set. Play clock at 25, game clock at 25. First down and 15 right at midfield. Doane leads this one 68-67. Dylan Turner in the gun, pistol set, trips left. Pressure from Doane. He goes right, throws it downfield. It's caught for a minimal gain right near the original line of scrimmage, out to the 44. 2 seconds go off the clock on that play.
That's fine. That's fine. And Turner scrambled. He's one of those guys. He's a very athletic guy, so you got to watch out for him. You can't throw the whole line at him.
Second down and 9. He throws it deep. The ball's going to be caught. What a play on the outside by Hayden Adams, who now is over 250 yards receiving, 16 seconds left. Dakota Wesleyan with the football, they're going to spike it. 13 seconds on the clock, 12 seconds now on the clock. Dakota Wesleyan will have an opportunity to kick a field goal to win this game, but they have 12 seconds left and 1 timeout. They can throw it to the middle of the field and set up a field goal.
Yeah, Jay, and I don't know what Seth Polson, what his distance is. It doesn't look like he can kick the ball super far from what we've seen, but we'll see what happens here.
Second down and 10. 12 seconds left. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. And now, again, second down and 10. 12 seconds on the clock. Big play here. Doane bringing the extra blitz, and he will step up and run it. He's got room to go inside the 20, down to the 15. Dakota Wesleyan will call timeout with 5 seconds left. And we'll see if they send out their field goal unit. Oh, there's a flag down. We'll see what the call is. And if it's holding, Dakota Wesleyan's going to have to take a shot to the end zone.
So that's a tough break, and you wonder how he got that much room, and that's probably why. I mean, he gets dragged, Doane defender gets dragged down to the ground, and that, you almost would have been better off taking you would have been better off taking the sack there. And what we thought was a big play that got him easily into field goal territory, now they're going to have to march back, and with 5 seconds left, you'd almost think that they got to take a shot at the end zone, Jay.
Yeah, no, with 5 seconds left, they do have 1 timeout. They can take 1 quick throw potentially. I think Dakota Wesleyan's going to take their final timeout and set up a Hail Mary. They have to go 37 yards. 68-67. Doane leads this one over top of Dakota Wesleyan, and I think it was justified as the NAIA game of the week, regardless of what happens on this play.
And Jay, bold prediction here, they're going to go to Adams. That's just, I don't think you can say anything else. There's number 80 in gray, and he is going to get targeted here. I don't know if it's going to be to the corner of the end zone or they're going to try to get him with a little bit of space and allow him to run. But no matter what play is called, Adams is going to get targeted. You can almost write that in Cerny if you're Doane, because he has been the main receiver for this Dakota Wesleyan Tigers offense.
You look at Hayden Adams, 18 catches, 254 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's been targeted 21 times out of the 43 pass attempts from Dylan Turner. Also, Jace Pulse been targeted 7 times. So those have been the go-to guys for this Dakota Wesleyan team. But if you're Doane, you think about maybe putting Hunter Bradley in the end zone, these tall receivers to potentially bat the ball down. But they're going to have to make a play. Their defense has not been able to make a whole lot of plays, but they've done it in the fourth quarter.
Another thing you absolutely have to avoid is any pass interference, any penalties, really, any penalties.
First or second down and long, but they got to get to the end zone. 5 seconds on the clock. Dylan Turner standing at his 43, dropping back to pass. He's going to launch one, and it's thrown, and it's incomplete. The Doane Tigers pull off the upset, 68-67, breaking the hearts of number 22 Dakota Wesleyan, and the fans are rushing the field in the greatest game I have ever witnessed here at Al Papik Field. Clayton, I'm sending you down there to talk to our player of the game.
Great game. I'm going down there, Jay. I'm going to go get in the ruckus. Hopefully I'll be all right.
Clayton, obviously a student here at Doane, but what a game here at Al Papik Field. 68-67. Doane wins it over Dakota Wesleyan in the first GPAC game of the season. If this is how the GPAC game is the GPAC season is gonna turn out, I cannot wait. So the number 7 Tigers get the victory at home over top of Dakota Wesleyan. So let's take a look back at this one. Doane scoring 23 unanswered points in the fourth to take the victory 68-67. And just what a contest. They outscore Dakota Wesleyan 26-10 in the fourth after being outscored 20-0, I should say, in the third quarter. Jack Shadley, clearly our Twin Rivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game. First game back from injury, 409 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. On the ground, 21 yards, leading his Tigers to 597 yards of offense. And Doane somehow wins, despite Dakota Wesleyan having 798 yards of total offense. Doane wins despite giving up 800 yards of offense in the football game. So that's going to be 68-67, Doane out on top of Dakota Wesleyan. So the number 7 Tigers remain undefeated on the season, somehow resiliently comes out on top of Dakota Wesleyan. Overall, Dakota Wesleyan has the football for 7 more minutes and just cannot close the door on the Doane Tigers. Also, Doane, 59 yards rushing and a touchdown. The winner from Garrett Sondrup crossing the end zone with less than a minute to play. And Dakota Wesleyan unable to score on the final play of the game. The biggest call was that holding call on the second to last play of the football game, backing Dakota Wesleyan up to their own 43-yard line. Hugs going around everywhere on the Doane side of the field. Heartbreak on the Dakota Wesleyan side. So again, 68-67. Congratulations to our Twin Rivers player of the game, Jack Shadley, who will be joining our very own Clayton Anderson momentarily. 597 yards of offense for Doane. Penalties were even. First downs were close. I mean, it was going to be right down to the wire, judging by the stats. So again, Doane's a winner, 68-67. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout while we rally up Jack Shadley. This is Doane football on News Channel Nebraska.
What's your convenience emergency? When you're late for work but need your caffeine? Stop, shop, and roll. Headed to the big game but need ice, drinks, and munchies? Stop, shop, and roll. On your way home but you gotta grab some cold ones? Stop, shop, and roll. No matter what, the solution is Stop and Shop in Crete. Always open so you can get in, out, and on your way. So remember, in case of a convenience emergency, stop, shop, and roll. Stop and Shop, East Highway 33 in Crete.
Claybaugh Pharmacy provides you with all the pharmacy options a person would need. As a full-service pharmacy, we give you all the traditional options, but also have the modern technology to maintain your profiles. Maybe you're busy. Head to claybaughpharmacy.com. Click on Online Refills to get your prescriptions filled from the convenience of your home. Claybaugh Pharmacy and Gift Shop, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
The focus is on you. At Lewiston Consolidated Schools, kids are able to take part in all kinds of activities. The class sizes are small, and that gives kids individualized attention by their teachers who are able to take the time to help their students beyond expectations. That also allows students to take part in specialized projects, which gives them chances to gain opportunities past high school.
By being in a small school, I had more of an opportunity to stand out. Not many people have the same abilities as everyone else. There's more of a diverse section.
Lewiston's small, and it's what strengthens them. You feel it when you walk the halls. It's pride. It's unity.
I got to get real attention for my art and really want to pursue it. And I also got a good connection with teachers. And that's kind of why I want to be an art teacher myself.
For more information about the school, give the office a call or check the website to learn more. That's Lewiston Consolidated Schools, a small setting providing a world of opportunity.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kin's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Kin and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Kin's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Kin's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Kin's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
We provide an opportunity for individuals to become involved with the community and reach their maximum potential. Hi, my name is Margie Hofling, and I have been with Mosaic of Beatrice for 30 years. We currently have positions open that will fit your schedule. With our flexible scheduling system, you will be able to work the hours and days that fit your personal schedule. Tuition assistance is also available. Visit our website at mosaicinfo.org to start and make a positive difference. Come join our team here at Mosaic.
We just got back from a weekend getaway in Jefferson County. We visited Rock Creek Station and saw history come alive, relaxed on the bench, and went fishing at Crystal Springs. The big kids kayaked in the river, and yes, there was activities for the little ones too. Jefferson County even has land open to the public for hunting, and there's plenty of places to stay, campgrounds or hotels. The choice is yours. See what I'm talking about? Log on to visitoregontrail.org. This invitation is from the Jefferson County Visitors Committee.
We work every day to make your lives easier. I'm Jeremiah with Dakota Technologies of Diller. Smart home automation allows digital devices that you use every day, like TVs, audio equipment, lights, security panels, and thermostats, to work together with easy-to-use devices like a remote control, tablet, or even your smartphone. With smart home automation, your whole home becomes more comfortable, convenient, and easier to control. To learn more about how Diode Technologies can customize your smart home for your family, give me a call today. I'm Jeremiah with Diode Technologies of Diller, your local technology solutions company.
And welcome back to Al Papik Field. Standing by with our Clayton Anderson is the Twin Rivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game, Jack Shadley. Let's send it down to them for an interview.
What a game. We're here with Jack Shadley, player of the game, quarterback. Just how would you even describe this game?
I mean, it was a fun game to be in. It started off, both teams were scoring right out of the bat. We knew it was going to be a shootout, and we just tried to stay positive through the whole game and just kept going.
What was it like going to the fourth quarter, down 20-plus points? What were you saying to your guys on the sideline?
Just like we've been saying all game, keep our heads up. I mean, we knew that if we kept going, the defense gave us the ball back. We knew we could make plays, so we just hoped the defense could get the stops, which they did, and then got the ball back and just kept driving down the field.
Injured to start the season, what did it mean to come back on a GPAC opener and get this big win for you?
It means a lot. I mean, we had a great week of preparation, and I didn't know at the beginning of this week if I'd be able to come back or not. So, I mean, it was a great game. We played well. Our coaches had a great game plan for us, and we went out and executed and got it done.
Once again, that's Jack Shadley, the player of the game. Doane with an incredible comeback win, wins 68-67. Back to Jay in the booth.
Thank you very much, Clayton. 68-67. The number 7 Doane Tigers top the number 22 Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. In the first GPAC game of the season for these two squads, Doane defends their home field in what will go down as a instant classic for Doane University football. This one will be talked about for a long time. You saw the crowd rush the field. Doane scoring 19 unanswered points to end the game despite being down 22 at one time. They're able to win despite not converting either one of their 2-point conversions as well. So, I mean, just an incredible comeback. The fumble from Dakota Wesleyan was the difference in the game. We'll go ahead and take a look at the final stats of this one. Thank you very much to the Doane University staff for bringing them in. 38 first downs for Dakota Wesleyan, 28 for Doane. 188 yards rushing for Doane, 393 yards rushing for Dakota Wesleyan, and then passing, 405 yards passing for Dakota Wesleyan, 409 for Doane. We just saw the Jack Shadley interview with Clayton Anderson. He's our Twin Rivers player of the game, 409 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns. Let's not forget, this was his first touchdown coming back, or first game coming back from back surgery. So Doane gets the victory 68-67 over top of Dakota Wesleyan to improve to 3-0 on the season. Next week, Doane back on the road as they will head to Concordia in a rivalry matchup right down the road in Seward in another GPAC battle that will certainly not be easy for the Doane Tigers. So Doane a winner, 68-67. Thank you very much to our entire crew for an incredible broadcast and what was an incredible game. Again, Doane a winner, 68-67. For Clayton Anderson, I'm Jay Hanna. This has been Doane University Football on News Channel Nebraska.